What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What up? Couple of minutes late starting this live stream. As usual, is always something that happens that caused me from starting it right at 7 o'clock on the dot. But we are here at 7:16. If you bear with me, I have to send out an email inviting everyone on the panel. That's how late I am. I haven't sent that out yet, so I'm getting ready to do that right now. So if you're in the chat room and you're like, "Where's the link? Where's the link?" It's coming. It's coming now. I'm getting ready to. I'm looking for where I sent the email last week, so I have all y'all names on it already. Email addresses, that is. Here it is. Then I'll just send it out. But if you are in the chat room, just so that you know, if you're new to this, to my live stream, for the last 2 months, we have been coming together, some people that's on the panel with me, and we've been creating beats. You know what I'm saying? But we've been agreeing on the chords. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we'll all choose like, okay, we're going to use these chords, and then we all go, and then next week we present the beats that we made with certain chords that we all agree on, right? So here we go. So this is live stream beat number 8. So like I said, I'm in the midst of sending out uh a link to those people who are usually on my panel. I am just getting this in, so I apologize for being late with that. If you're out there, like, where's the link? I'm sending it now. I'm typing it up. That's why you don't see me looking at the screen like this, because I'm looking at my computer screen. I should say you don't see me looking in the camera. But anyway, for those of you that are in here and waiting to hear the music, I have my track. I already been emailed the track for producer Rocky, so that's 2 tracks you'll be hearing, and I'm sure there'll be some more coming through. Let me just get this out. All right, just give me a second here. Oh, and if you're in the chat room, you have to say something for me to know that you're here. So I don't mind giving you a shout out and saying hello to you, but you do have to for some reason YouTube will not allow you to see who is in the chat room with you. So if you say something in the chat room in about 30 to 45 seconds, I will definitely give you a holler back. Tonight's let me just finish typing this out. Okay. Oh, there's one more email address. I just talked to somebody. Man, I thought I had his email address. I would have to hit him up. It was somebody I was supposed to Oh, no, I got him. I got him. That's his real name. I got him. Okay. All right. I know some of y'all are like, man, is he talking to himself or talking to us? I'm talking to y'all again. All right. So let me come to the room. Nathaniel, what's going on? Tyra Don King. How you doing, Tyra? Oh, I'm your favorite teacher. That's cool. You know, I teach in a real school, so to hear someone say I'm their favorite teacher is like, what? But of course I teach a bunch of 9, 10, 11 year olds, and they always got a different opinion. Let me see. Philip Mitchell, how you doing? Lamar Jones, welcome, man. Welcome. Says his first time here. Welcome. Christopher Ward, this is definitely not his first time here. What's going on? His own 12, what's going on? NZ Reggae, what's going on, sir? How's work, brother Rich? You doing your push sit-ups and healthy diet? Well, let's see. I'm pushing up every time I go up the stairs. And I do my sit-ups every time I wake up. But nah, I know what you're talking about. No, I have not been exercising. This takes all of me just to get around sometimes with all this fluid I have in me. But I still go to work every day and all that, and church on Sundays. So I'm up and moving about 6 days a week. Doug Hollins in the house, aka Doug. What's up, Doug? What was the name of the song that you played on the piano on your story on YouTube? There's no name for it. It's the song that I prepared for the beat tonight. There's no name for it. It's the song that I'm going to play in a few minutes right here on this live stream for the beat tonight. So yeah, no name for it yet. If you want to write some lyrics to it, let me know, man. Maybe you can give it a link, give it a name, and write some lyrics to it. You know what I'm saying? Your videos help. I appreciate you. Thank you, Patrick, man. I'm glad to hear that, man. Welcome. I think this might be my first time seeing you here. Eugene Pilgrim in the house. What's going on, Eugene? Well, no, the blood sugar and insulin is down. Definitely, definitely. So it's been down for about a year now. Thank God. Yeah. So if y'all just stand by, I just sent the email out. So the reason why no one is on the panel with me right this second is actually my fault because I literally just sent the email. So just give them a couple of minutes to get themselves, if anyone is planning on joining me tonight on the panel. But while we wait, like I said, and I said this earlier, but just in case you weren't in here when I said it, for about the last 2 months or so, we have been, the panel, we've been agreeing on doing different making tracks. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're taking our piano playing to the next level. A lot of us want to become producers and learn how to record music, create music, compose it, learn how to mix it and all this. So right now we're on another level of our music journey and we're trying to become better songwriters, composers, producers, and beat makers and everything. So for the last 2 months, we have been challenging ourselves week after week after week of creating a song. And what we do is we choose which chords we're going to use in the song. Every week we choose some chords. Now you're allowed to go through to use additional chords, but but we want everyone to at least use the chords that we called out. I just received Brandy's beat in the email, so that's 3 beats. So we got a third person of who we'll be listening to. So I'm downloading her beat now. So this is what we've been doing. So and it seems like we got just a very small following, but we've been having people that's been coming on and people that's been submitting beats and everything. And I want to keep this going because this helps everyone. This helps all of us become better producers, not just better piano players and learning how to play songs. I mean, I have probably over 1,000 videos on YouTube right now, so you can take the time to learn how to play the songs. That's not an issue, but we taking it to the next level. There goes Scorpio B and Get Fit or Die Trying, both of them, and they working on a project right now behind all of our backs. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blow up. They're gonna release it. They're gonna blow us out the water. Man, they're gonna blow us up. Hey, hold up. We got Brick up here in the chat room. Hey, Brick, are you still in the hospital, man? How you doing, sir? What's up, Brick, man? Are you still you was in Philly, right? With the was it a kidney transplant? I believe it was. How you doing, sir, brother? Sir, what do you think about Raphael Sadiq, Steve Lacy? If you're talking about Raphael Sadiq as a musician and singer and producer and all that stuff, I think he's one of the best that's out there. Oh, he said yes, sir. So you out the hospital now? Are you back in New York, man? Uh-oh, woohoo, Brandy Jam and Brandy Lewis and Brandy Riley. I like that. I like that. Brandy's Jam. He was talking about Jimmy Jam, but I like that since he said he put the Riley on it, you might as well call it instead of Teddy's Jam, Brandy's Jam. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the mix.
True.
That's good to hear, Brick, man. I'm glad you're doing much better, man. Glad to hear that.
Brick.
Okay, Brandy, I saw that you just sent me the beat. I'm downloading yours now. At least I thought did I download it already? Let me see. Oh yeah, this is it right here. All right. And I got Rocky's beat already. His beat was already sitting in there waiting. He's like, I ain't waiting. He must have sent it. I don't know what time he sent his. He like, I got you, man. Hopefully he'll be on tonight. He didn't send me a message saying that he's busy tonight, so hopefully he will be on. So Brandy, yours is this HOJ Challenge 8, correct? Okay, drag you over to this folder so you put your name on it. That way I'll know in the future. All righty. Cool. So what's going on with y'all two? When are y'all project coming out, man? When's the project coming out? I'll let Brandy talk, or not saying whoever.
I'll let Brandy say what she gonna say.
Oh, I mean, since I finish up these other beats and making them come together, and then it's up to not saying with the lyrics and everything else.
So you saying not saying being lazy, not giving you the lyrics? What's
Oh
up?
no, no,
I'm just
it's more my turn. Mm.
Yeah, because that last joint we did, I think I already gave you the lyrics for that one for the living. So for that one, I got your lyrics for that. So and then the other one that you did, you did a whole new one, a whole another joint. I don't even know what it was called, but you did a chorus for it. You did a chorus, and I said I was supposed to write something after that. So
Mm.
um, it's coming, jazz, coming together.
well, I noticed
Slowly,
that
slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
yeah, about maybe a month ago, or it might was even back in October, that y'all two had worked on a Christmas song that was kind of like dedicated to the live stream bunch. And I did premiere it on the live stream about 2 months ago, but I noticed that I saw it pop up on Brandy's channel this week. So I think we might, while we're waiting for more people to join us, I might have to play that joint. Now,
Okay.
if then here's a warning before I play this. How you doing? I am doing a piano live stream right now. Oh wow! If how you doing a live stream and you're on this channel at the same time? Okay, that's magical. But okay, but unless you got two computers or something. But anyway, or you're just trying to be funny, could be doing that too. But anyway, so yeah, so let me. This is a warning. If you've ever been on the panel before, there's a possibility you're in this video. I'm just letting you know that right now. It's a possibility that you are going to be in this music video. But this video was created by, well, I'll say the song was put together, but between Brandy and Nassim, the two people that you see on the screen with me, and I'm sure the video itself was put together by Brandy. So if you see yourself in the video, hey, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You gonna have to call up Brandy.
Don't
You're like,
don't be alarmed.
hey, you don't have the rights to put me in your video. I want $500,000 right now. But we can settle out of court right now for 20. Okay, hold on.
I forget what that was. That was Smokey in there.
Well, yeah, that was Friday. I mean, he said, you know how much you can get for a slip and fall. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know how much I can get for a slip and fall? He's like, I want 150,000, but we can set out of court right now for $20.
$20.
Oh man. Okay, I found the video. Okay, I was gonna say, where is it? All right, so while we're waiting for everything to get started, this is a track that was created by Miss Brandy and oh, here go Rocky right here. Sorry about that, Rocky. I just noticed you there. Um, it was going. He gave us the thumbs up. Hey, yeah. So we're gonna check out. Hey, Rocky, I think you might be in this video that I'm getting ready to show too. I think you're in the video. I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
this now, yeah. Now, if some of you, like I said, you may have seen this video because I did show it about 2 months ago, but it is live on Brandy's channel now. And again, this is called Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And this is kind of a dedication to the live stream panel right here on this channel. So let's check it out.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. 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 Clap your hands, it's the holiday cheer. Wherever you fam all across the world. Cousins all rap for the boys and girls. Nothing like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. You know House of Jazz is the reason you came here. Holidays is about smiles and candy. One love to the House of Jazz live and friends. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace, one love to the Livestream family. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Drop it all, so B.O.B. Yeah, holiday wishes from you to me. Lighted up houses and snow to see. Best time of the year to sip the eggnog. I heard House of Jazz gonna be giving a sleigh ride. And James might be the one to slide the chimney. And Nate might be the one to slip the Remy. Can't forget about the homegirl D. DZ 112 in acoustic G. Michael Harris is something to cherish. What we gonna do with the Livestream parish? Happy New Year from the Livestream family. Holidays is about smiles and candy. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Clap your hands all around, y'all. I said happy and it's a come on, happy New Year. Come on, clap your hands, yeah, come on. Yeah, clap your hands, y'all. I said Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Holiday shouts never gonna tear. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Spread the love. It's a new year, y'all. Yeah.
I just wanna say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my sweet family. We have so much fun when we get together every week and play one together. I hope the holidays will be filled with joy and laughter and keep striving to please each other in the holiday season. So Merry Christmas to you and your family. LCD, House of Jazz, straight my post. James, 112, DC, main, Rock, QC, Stephanie Brown, of course, Scorpio B, Livestream family.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah. My name is Nassim and I like to rap. I got 3 pair of Adidas in my Cadillac. I go to school looking very, what was that, Run DMC? Wasn't that like on Sesame Street or something like that? It was something, or Reading Rainbow. It was one of those things that Run DMC did back in the 80s. And they did that rap. It was either on Sesame Street or something, man. And for some reason, I never forgot the lyrics to that. It was something like what's that? My name is I forget. It was something about I like to rap. I got 3 pair of Adidas in my Cadillac. I go to school looking very cool and never look like a fool at the swimming pool. I kept it cool, and every day I went to school, I got straight A's like sunny days, and I always listen to what my mom says. That's the only part I remember. It was one of those kid shows though, but it was Run DMC, but it was on one of those kid shows, and I was a kid, and I remember that joy.
Okay. It wasn't Fraggle Rock, was it? On Fraggle Rock.
It was one of those kid shows. I just don't know. I'm trying to think. Did I see Mr. Rogers in it? Did I see Big Bird? I don't know. It was just something. It was one of them shows. I don't think it was Mr. Rogers though. Mr. Rogers loved music, but I don't know if he liked rap music. He liked jazz music. Did you know that by Mr. Rogers?
I had no idea he liked that.
Check it out. Do you realize that his television show? And I didn't learn this just now. I just was looking at, because it's a movie out right now, but I actually learned this years ago, that every single time he did his show, there was a live band playing the music every single time. There wasn't one time that he ever used pre-recorded tracks.
Oh,
And you know he did that show from 1970 to like what the early 2000s.
I remember.
Every episode had a band, and there's an episode that he did where he showed the back he showed the behind the scenes, and you could see the band members. It's on Amazon Prime now. If you go to
Oh,
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I forget what season it was, I went and found it, and because I was searching for the episode, and he introduced the piano player, the bass player, and the drum, and then he had them play a little bit of one of the songs. He was like, "Here's a little sample of what you hear every time I walk into the house," and they started playing, and it's like, yo,
I
Mr.
had no
Roger
idea.
wrote most of those songs. He
I
wrote
had no
most of
idea.
the songs. He even wrote the chords
Wow.
out for them. Then he gave it to the dude on the piano or whatever. He's a jazz musician, and the musicians would jazz the song up a little bit. But the
Oh,
songs was written by all those songs. It'll say words and music, Fred Rogers. Words and music. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Words and
wow.
music, Fred Rogers. Let's think of something to do while we're waiting. Well, I mean, all that stuff. I was just like, let me find out
Wow.
Fred Rogers was actually black and he just painted himself white. Let me find out. Let me find out.
I
But
yeah. Now he died recently, right? Recently died recently.
he's been
Like I
gone for
saw
a while now.
something
Let's,
about
let's see. Let me see something. Hold on. When did Mr. Rogers die?
because it was some kind of special or something.
died on February 27th, 2003.
February 27th, 2003. So it's been 10 plus another 6. So
Okay.
roughly 16 years, going on 17 years. This February will be 17 years. But it's a movie out right now with Tom Hanks. And I actually
Yeah.
want to see it. I want to see it. It's called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I want to see that joint. I might wait till it come out on video or whatever. But I actually want to sit down and really see the behind the scenes, because it's like they don't really talk about the TV show. They talk about all the other stuff that we don't know, and it's not like it's bad stuff either. We're not even talking about like bad stuff. So yeah, but his stuff. If you listen to like the musicians that are playing when he's singing, they are doing some jazzy stuff. And I guess you kind of overlook that because you're seeing this older looking white dude sitting
Yeah.
there, but they're jazz musicians, dude.
Okay.
Listen to Go to any Mr. Rogers Neighborhood episode on Prime and
I'm
just
gonna
listen
check.
to the music. Forget about the puppets and all that stuff. Just every time music start playing, listen to it and tell me you don't hear, yo, that's a jazz band playing. Yo, it's like it's not pop. It's a jazz band playing. Even when he starts talking and they might be playing softly behind him, it's a
Yeah.
jazz band, dude. Oh,
So
let me find out.
it's on Amazon Prime. I'll check
Yeah,
it out
Mr.
later.
Rogers' Neighborhood. Yeah, I'm just talking about his TV show, but the episode where he introduces the behind the scenes of his show, that's on Prime too.
Okay.
I wish I could just tell you which season it was or whatever, but it's there. And he introduces the band. It's like he actually walks. He starts the show off normally, then he walks off the set, and you can see the set of his house, well, of the house, and he walks behind the set to where the band is. And he was like, "So you see, I come through that door, and when I come through the door, I start singing." He said, "And these are the guys that are playing when I do that." And then he introduces the, I think his name is John Costa, something like that, on the piano.
Yeah.
Then he introduces the drummer and the bass player. Dude sitting up there playing the upright bass and everything. And then he tells them to play a little something, and they just start. And I'm just like, let me find out that Mr. Rogers was a real G. Let me find out. But anyway, just a little history lesson there. Yeah, I'm very interested in hearing his story, his life story, because my understanding, I don't think they have anything negative in there. So it's all positive.
Yeah.
Let me check my email before we get started with listening to the tracks. Oh, by the way, those that was in the room when I played that video, what did y'all think of that? Did any of y'all see yourselves in the video?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Rocky, like, yeah, I saw me. You're a star, Rocky, man. You're a star, man. You in somebody's music video, man. You need to sue Brandy. You need to sue Brandy for 150,000 but then settle out of court with her for $20. All right, yeah, that's all the tracks I got. Yeah, that's all the tracks I got.
Nobody else
All
can.
right, well, we're not gonna. There she go with the Sonic the Hedgehog finger.
Church finger. Church finger.
No, Sonic the Hedgehog. I already explained it last week. That's
Yeah, I
Sonic the
know.
Hedgehog right there, man. But all right, well, we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go right here on in. Um, so I'm going to let the chat room decide again. Whose track do you want to hear first? Now, the three tracks that I have is a track from Brandy, which is Scorpio B. You see her right there. I have a track from Mr. Producer One. We call him Rocky. You see him right there. And you got a dude. You see this big head dude right here, whose camera just went out for 2 seconds just now. Yeah, me, House of Jazz. So I'll let the chat room. All you gotta type is whose video you want, or whose song. I'm sorry, whose song you want to hear first. You want to hear Brandy Jams first, Rocky's tune, or House of Jazz's flop? Which song y'all want to hear first? And while we do that, check this out. Somebody just put up some information about Mr. Rogers. He was well connected in the jazz community, from Miles Davis to Mustafa, Aretha Franklin, etc. I knew that since I was a kid. I was trained in music when I was young, and he was one to follow. Yeah, I didn't realize it till a little bit later in life, but yeah, he was he loved music. Okay, so William said he wants to hear Rocky first. Uh, and then I got NZ Reagan that say he wants to hear Brandy first. So whoever gets the next name in wins, because it's a tie between Brandy and Rocky. So the very next name I see put in the chat room, that's the first track I'm playing. I'm waiting. Chat room, I'm waiting. The very next name I see, she's except for Brandy or Rocky can't type. Y'all don't count. Because look, Brandy sitting there, I could tell Brandy was sitting there like, I'm getting ready to type something. Nope. It has to be somebody other than Nassim, Rocky, or Brandy. Okay. Oh, Rocky. No, Rocky, you don't count. You don't count Rocky. Rocky tried to slip that in there. No. It has to be somebody else. Somebody else. Whoever's name y'all drop, the next name y'all drop, I'm playing the track.
It's always Brandy. It's always Brandy. Why somebody
Well, it says Rogue KY. I guess I don't know what that meant. But okay, I guess that was about somebody else.
Nope, he
But,
been Rocky. Mm-hmm.
okay, we're just waiting. We want to play the track. As soon as somebody in the chat room, all you gotta do is type a name, Producer One, or you can say, "Oh, Rocky." You know what? ROKY means Rocky. I get it. He just left out the C. Rocky. All right, here's Rocky's track. Here we go. There we go. That's what I did. Oh, he fixed it too. He did mean Rocky. All right, Patrick. Here we go. Rocky's track. Okay, so I think the rest of us quit. We're not even going to submit our music this week. We just going to leave it at that. We're not trying to go against that. So Rocky, you won. You run. I'm not playing my track. Brandy don't want me to play her track. We like, okay, you're the clear winner, man.
Mm-hmm.
You done blew us away again. I'm not playing. Sorry about that. You're the clear
Rocky,
winner, man.
Rocky
You
had
the
that.
man.
I don't know what you threw in there, man. It was like whatever that was. That was like that synthesizer up in there.
Yeah, Rocky. Yeah, it's you know what? You're just Rocky. You're fired, man. You can't. Um, yeah, you just yeah. It's done. It's done. That was hot, man. That was definitely hot.
Drop down.
Thank you.
Off
Thank
beach.
you. Thank you.
Don't go, Brandy. I just realized that I was on I have two different Wi-Fi routers upstairs right now, and I just realized I'm on my weaker one. So if you bear with me for 1 second, I'm going to drop out of here, switch it over, and come right back. So I'll be right back in a second. Because the other one will guarantee. Remember, I don't know if y'all saw when my camera stopped a couple minutes ago. If I get on my stronger one, that won't happen. I'll be right back.
All right. Hey Rocky, was that a horn in the background or a synthesizer when they said?
Yeah, yeah. I actually did that whole track, and I used machine software, native instruments,
Okay,
and I was basically just pulling up instruments at random.
Hmm.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you use like jazz? You use Cubase like jazz use? You use
I
Cube?
used to use Cubase, but I use Machine, I use Akai MPC software, and I use Ableton Live.
Okay, I heard of that before. Okay.
But I actually did that particular track. I used Machine and I used Boss RC202 looper.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I need to step up my game then. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, he's dealing with the high tech stuff. He got the high tech stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hopefully, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Brandy, you using
Okay.
are you doing Garage Band when you
Yeah.
make your
Yeah. GarageBand and
Just the one too.
uh native instruments as well.
native?
Just the
Yeah.
It's
one
called.
too.
Okay, okay. I never heard of that
Mm.
one.
Test. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, just making sure. All right, what's
But it
going on,
still be
sir,
killing
Mike?
it. So
Oh, I didn't
if
mean to
you get the
share that.
Ableton or whatever or the Cubase, then you could really, really be, you know what I'm saying? We'll be slamming, we'll really be damming it. We see Brandy on BT. You and
Well,
Rocky up on
no,
BT.
I mean, Brandy can be on BET with just Garage Band if she know what she's doing.
Oh, what you trying to say? I don't know what I'm doing.
That's Nassim trying to say you got to
Let me
get
see.
something else. Uh,
I'm gonna come right back.
Oh,
I can't
it's
hear
choppy
y'all.
for him. It's choppy for him, y'all. See what happened is Mike came on, right? And as soon as Mike came in, it became choppy for Nassim. Because Nassim is still using his what's that fruity thing called? The fruity pad? What is it called? Fruity pad. He's still using his fruity pad. And it's funny that he stopped hearing as soon as Mike came on. As soon as Mike came on, Mr. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Here you go. All right, hold up. I'm waiting for the. All right, here it goes. All right. You need to stop using that fruity pad, Nassim, man. You see, Mike doesn't use the fruity pad no more. He's not yelling out choppy anymore, man. You gotta use a computer, man. Stop using that fruity pad.
And you know what's funny? I can't even hear Mike. All I can hear is I heard you,
Well, Mike
and I
hasn't
can hear
said anything yet. Oh yeah, Mike. Wait, Mike, we can't hear you. Okay, he said, hold on for a second.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just me. Okay, okay.
All right, someone said, "Isn't that the step up from GarageBand Logic?" From my understanding, because I don't use like not even trying to joke around,
Yeah.
I really don't use Apple stuff, but I heard that Logic is basically the upgrade to GarageBand. That's what I have heard that. So like if you get Logic, it's basically GarageBand
Yeah. It
upgrade.
is. It is. That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, so there you go. So
Yeah.
so she's using
It
Baby
is.
Logic right now. She's
It
using
is.
instead of using Fruity Loops, she's using
Garage
Fruity Logic.
band. Logic is garage band on steroids.
Oh, that was like I like that. I like that. She's using Fruity Logic right now, not Fruity Loops, but what's that? Fruity Logic. They go to Sonic the Hedgehog thing. Hey Mike, you want to test your
Yeah.
Mike? Yeah, we
Logic is garage
oh
band on
hey Mike, your thing is
steroids.
on mute. We can see that your microphone is on mute on your screen. That might be why we don't hear you because it says mute.
All right, what about now?
Yep, can hear you now. Yep, we got you now.
All right, what's up, choppy people? What's going on, man?
Nothing, Mr.
Loud
Fruity
and
man.
clear. Loud and clear. So
I gotta be careful how I say fruity, man. I don't mean fruity in that way. I'm talking about fruity as in he likes Apple products. Let me be clear about that. I don't want to be putting that stuff out there.
Look at this old Fresh Sounds, Florida. Everybody, there you go, Mike. There go Mike. Old chippity chop.
Chippity, chippity,
chop.
chippity, choppy.
That's what he said. Old chippity choppy. Chippity choppy. Oh, chippity chop.
Yeah, chippity choppy. That's what his name is. Did you get a chance to hear Rocky's track, Mike? I had just played it a few seconds, couple of minutes ago. All right. Well, I'll come back to it, but I guess the next track that oh, by the way, Mike, did you do a track this week? No,
bruh. I got two chords. I could not figure out a way to fit this crap in there, man. But I got what I do have is it's gonna be nice, man.
Okay, so nice. You do have something then that you use.
I got something. I got something started.
Okay.
I used two of them, but I started using my own stuff, and it does sound good. Hold up, man. Let me see if I can, because now I'm on my computer now. So hold up. Let me see if I could do this so y'all can hear what I do have.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll just let you play yours next. Cool.
All right, just give me a second because I'm just turning it. I just turned it back on. Hold up. Okay. Let's see.
We can't hear you anymore. It probably because you opened up your software. Because it happens on my computer too. Okay. Yeah. I don't hear you yet. Like I can't open up Cubase and be on here at the same time. I can't because Cubase takes over my audio card. Yeah. Okay, hey Mike, while you setting that up, I'm gonna go ahead and play Brandy's track. While you fix that up, all right? All right. All right. Brandy got that look on her face. Check it out, man. She looks so happy. Look at the look on her face, y'all. Check out the look on her face. She's so happy. I'm about to play her track, y'all. Did y'all see that? She's so happy. Come on, get happy. Isn't that the Partridge Family? All right, y'all. Here go. Let me make sure that everything is still on. All right, I think it is. All right, here we go. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that track because I'm not playing anybody else's
Nice
track
track.
tonight. I ain't
Yeah.
playing my track. I ain't even gonna play mine.
Yes,
You
you
can
are.
hang
Hey,
that up.
Brandy.
You can
I
hang
ain't
that up.
playing.
But you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what?
Hey, look, I
Br-
had to,
Go ahead, Mike.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was saying that Brandy had an advantage because remember she gave us those chords last week. That's the last time I ever let her pick the chord. Brandy,
Yeah.
James,
No, I like
Brandy.
I like there's just one there was one chord that I couldn't fit in, and then like I came up with something but I forgot to record it that night and messed around and went to sleep and forgot what I came up with and all that. And hold up, for right now, I'm going to chippity chop route so that y'all can hear this.
Okay, you gotta go to your iPad.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you on
it
it right
now.
now?
Wait a minute.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm on the iPad now. Can you hear this?
Yeah. Yes.
All
Yes.
right, hold up.
Mhm.
I got to do this. I have to do this a different way here. All right, here we go.
All right.
Let me see if it comes out right. Let me try it again. Nope. Hold on, y'all.
Okay, we can hear it though, just in case
Dude,
you
you should
was
be able.
wondering.
Dude, I'm telling you, you should be able to do a multitask with this thing, or maybe you can, and I just don't know how to do it.
Right. But we can hear it. Like with the 2 times you played it, we can hear it.
All right, wait a minute. Let me see something here. No, keep that in there. Because what it's doing is it's like playing both patterns at the same time. Because I only have all right. I only have this written in pattern mode. Wait a minute. All right, here you go. This is as far as I got. Wait a minute. That's as far as I got.
Okay. It definitely was a nice start. I was like, okay.
Exactly. I'm trying. And it goes back to this. So I'm trying to work on that, man. But again, dude, with the way that my schedule has been the last couple of weeks, man, it's been kind of crazy. Look, there's the pants that I still had that I washed last week. They still hanging up.
Okay.
Drying.
Well, at least they
Dry for a
smell.
week.
Well, at least they still smell like soap powder, so it's all good. Fabric softener. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they fresh. They fresh like Fresh Sounds, Florida, right?
All right. Let me switch out of this choppy form. I'll be
Yeah.
right back. Let me go back to the other one so it won't be chippy.
All right, Mr. Choppy. Okay, well, I guess that's all the tracks for tonight, guys. Thank you for coming through, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Wake up, Rocky. I'm not staying up late tonight anyway, on the stream at least. We'll be done in about like an hour, if less than an hour,
Long
maybe.
day. Long day.
Yeah, I can't keep pulling those all nighters like 5 hours and stuff. I just can't do it anymore. All right, well, here's my track then. Okay, here go Mike. Hold up and bring Mike back in. All right, he's back in the mix. All right,
How's that?
cool.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Word up. Word
Yes,
up.
sir. All
But
right, so
that's what I got started with, man. It's
all right, it's all good, man. All right, so this one is I see what you did there. Oh, okay. Oh, you saw that Fresh Sounds Florida? Okay, yeah, I used your name. Okay. All right, so here's the my track for this evening. All right. Do y'all feel like crying?
I
We going.
quit.
All right, my man, old pots and pans in the house.
Oh, Jazz been taking more time out now to do these tracks, man.
Yeah,
Nice job.
Pots and
yeah,
pans.
that's what I was about to say. Yeah, yeah, you've been taking a little bit more time there, Richard.
taking
What
more
you mean
time,
pots
brother.
and pans, man?
Huh?
Those was not no pots and pans, man.
Nah, man, you're just getting it in, man. You're just getting it in. You're just getting it in.
I'm trying to be the new Babyface. I know Babyface tracks used to sound something like that, right?
Bro, I was gonna
Oh,
say that.
no.
Like,
Jazz,
I'm
I
trying
was
I'm
gonna
trying, I'm
say
trying to
that.
sound like Babyface.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Well,
that, Jazz.
well, I mean,
was
that's
just
one
gonna
that,
say
but
that.
that's my number one person right there between
I
Jam
know.
and Lewis
I
and
know.
Babyface. That's who I listen to so much. So of course, I go to make tracks and I'm like, dang man, I sound like Babyface. What he used to sound like. Like I can't help it, man.
Nice, man. That was nice.
I appreciate that.
Oh,
Somebody's
Richard's starting to get it in now. He like,
Yes,
that's it.
sir.
I'm tired of making these. Everybody beating me out with these tracks.
well, this is the one that I started again in my room last night on my laptop. So I'm like, you know what? If that's what it takes, because I just can't get down here every day. So I'm sitting up in my room anyway. I have a laptop on there. I keep Reason on that laptop, just in case. And well, I got a cheap keyboard that's USB. Stick that sucker in a laptop and and I'm doing most of the work, while I'm sitting up in my room. Let me see. Somebody said cut close, man. You know what? I love cut close.
Yeah.
I
I heard
love
that.
cut close,
Yeah.
man.
I heard that now. Yes, sir.
I did that tutorial from their biggest hit. What was it? I like the way you tease
playing
with Athena
That was my joint
Cage.
right there.
Yeah, with
that was my
Athena
joint.
Cage on lead with her little fine behind. Yeah, I like the way you. I'm like, okay. You
Yeah, that
know what?
was
They
my
probably
joint.
could. Yeah. Yeah, I could hear Cut Close singing something to that, man.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate everybody's comments in the chat room. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so we got to figure out. So last week Brandy picked the chords. Week before that we did non-same chords. Usually Mike is always complaining about what chords we're using, right? So we're gonna let Mike choose the
Oh,
chords
no,
this
we're
week.
not either. No, we're not either. Because guess what? Mike ain't got nothing for you, man. Y'all go
Come on,
ahead, man.
but this way you have an advantage, man.
Bruh.
But this way you'll have the
No,
advantage.
I'm not picking no chords, man. I'm not picking them.
But you've been studying chords. I saw a picture of you looking at guitar chords today on Instagram or
That
somebody.
wasn't guitar chords. That was me listening to McCoy Tyner and doing my favorite things. Don't even go there.
It says something about chords on there.
No, the dude.
Or it said
dude-
guitar. It said guitar on it. It didn't say
No,
chords. It
the
said
other
guitar.
people that was playing with the man. That's all.
I heard that, man.
That was I would, like I said last night, I was really trying to put something together, man. I was trying to get some ideas. You know what I
hear
mean?
you.
And it just wasn't coming together right, man. I was like, hold up. Now I figured I have time to jump in there today, but of course, nope.
Yeah, I wanted to, you know what? I wanted to try to put some vocals on this today, but I just couldn't get down here. And most of the music was done last night on my laptop. So
Right.
but by the time I got down here, it was like all I could do was just mix it down as an MP3 file, and that was it. I said, well, let me just mix it down and go. But I feel you on that.
Hey, dude, I ain't got no chords for you, bro.
A rockster, producer one. Hey, yo, you giving us the chords? You sitting in front of a keyboard, man. What's the chords? You gotta give us at least 4 chords, man. It's your turn. Brandy gave us 4. Nasing gave us some. This week can be
the
you.
same ones, man.
Mike, come on, Mike. You haven't even been doing the tracks.
I know, right? I was about to
ones,
say,
man.
yeah, I was about to say, I know, right? I ain't been doing nothing.
All right, Rocky, it's on you, man. Let me switch to my keyboard camera so we can glance at the chords.
Hold up, man. Let me get my tablet and write this down. Hold up.
All right, hold up. All right, there we go. Switch that over. Boom. All right, Rocky, you in charge of the chords this week, man. Actually, let me do it this way.
E flat minor 7th.
Ooh, can I do minor 9? Do you mind if I do E flat minor 9? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Minor 9. Okay, I'm all right, but y'all can still do E flat minor 7. But I just the minor 9 just makes me go like. So okay, all right. So he said E flat minor 9. All right, let me type that up, and then I'll call out the chords. Hold up. E flat minor 9. Okay, and that's E flat on the left hand, and then you have G flat, B flat, D flat, and F on the right hand. E flat minor 9. That's the first chord. Again, E flat on the left hand, G flat, B flat, D flat, and F on the right hand. All right, next chord, sir. He's playing something now.
F minor 7th.
Of course. F minor. Of course, if you gonna do that, you got to do that, right? F minor 7, y'all. F on the left hand.
Yes, sir.
And then you got face on the right hand, but you got to remember it's going to be a flat A and a flat E. So that's F, A flat, C, E flat. So you got a flat face right there. F, A flat, C, E flat. F minor 7. Okay, so far we got. Okay, let me. I don't want to mess you up. Go ahead. What's your next score? It felt like for a second you was giving me lately. Because they
B flat minor.
B flat minor. Because for a second it sounded like you was giving me. Because they always. I thought you was gonna give me lately, man. I was like, yo, wait a minute. Because they always. Okay, you said B flat minor. Which minor is it? Just a regular B flat minor, minor 7 minor, or just a regular? Okay. Which inversion do you want?
Can go to a B flat minor 7.
Okay.
Second suspended 5th.
Oh well then if you want to suspend it 5th, okay. Well, all right. That's the first inversion. You said second inversion, right? You said second inversion, right?
Yeah, you can do either one.
Okay.
Second inversion.
This is root position.
Yeah.
All right, so this is root position. That would be, so that means the F on the bottom. Okay. Okay, well, second inversion would be B flat on the left hand, F, A flat, B flat, and D flat. Did you want me to throw another note in there, Rocky, or is that okay? Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. So B flat on the left hand, F,
that's
A flat.
That's good. Look.
Okay, B flat, D flat. All right, go ahead.
and then we're gonna resolve into A flat.
Major, A flat major or minor?
Yeah, either let's do let's try minor.
Do you want minor 7, or just a regular minor?
Let's try them both. See which one works better.
Okay, well, all right. The A flat minor 7 is A flat, E flat. Well, just A flat on the left hand is all you really have to have. You can do your own inversions, figure out your own inversions. On the right hand, you have A flat, B natural, E flat, and G flat. That's root position right there. That's A flat minor 7. Is that okay? Rocky, is that chord okay? So you have.
Yep.
I'm going to show you
That's
another
it.
way of playing A flat minor 7. If y'all play it in this inversion, it might fit better because you're going to come from the B flat minor 7. And if you play it in this inversion, it might help you. This is still A flat minor 7. Still got the A flat on the left. You can do G flat, A flat, B natural, and E flat. That's still A flat minor 7. All I did was just take the G flat and dropped it down here. That's all I did. So that's the A flat minor 7. Hold on. A flat minor 7. Okay, if I have it on the screen now. So we have E flat minor 9, F minor 7, B flat minor 7. I meant for that when I typed in A, I didn't mean for that B to be capital. Let me type it again. Hold up. I have to type the whole thing again now. Hold up. A flat minor 9. Oh, some kind of way the caps lock key came on. That's what happened. Okay. now, so that's what happened. Now I know what happened. Okay. I'm like, I know I didn't do that, but okay. All right, E flat minor 9. Then let me type it again. F minor 7. Next chord is B flat minor 7. And then you got A flat minor 7. Okay, I think it's right this time. Here we go. All right, there we go. It looks better on the screen now. Looks better on the screen. There we go. There we go. You should go. You should go. Like, y'all should throw that extra chord up in there if y'all think. And I ain't gonna give you that because y'all might steal it from me. I'm gonna keep that chord. Yes, sir.
Hey, Rich, the first two chords. What's the E flat minor 9? What's that? What's the E flat on the left hand?
Yeah, on the left hand, and then your right hand is a G flat major 7 chord. So it's going to be G flat, B flat as in boy,
right?
D flat as in deep,
right?
And
right.
F on your right hand. So then you got E flat on the left hand.
Right, and then for the F, is that F minor 7?
Yeah, F minor 7.
Is that F on the left hand?
Yes, sir.
All right, and then you got what's that?
You got F, A flat,
right,
C,
and
E flat.
And E flat. Okay.
And if you want to make it an 11, just add this B flat too. Right. And that'll be an F minor 11. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's still in the family.
Okay.
All right. You got the next chord. Then you got the B flat minor 7.
Yeah. And if you want to throw the suspended fifth up on there, right?
Yeah. If you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I got everything. I got the last two. I just need to get the first two.
Okay. I ain't giving y'all my last one. If y'all can't make it out by looking at my fingers, I think I'll be using this chord though. right there. I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna be like, y'all thieves. Y'all know y'all gonna steal that, right? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh, I hit the wrong chord. Sorry. Okay. So, all right, those are the chords for next week, y'all. All right, so we're gonna have some fun with those, man. By any chance, did any of y'all ever catch? Now, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. The Soul Train Awards on BET. That's what it was. Did any of y'all ever go back and look at that? I talked about all the older artists that was out performing.
Yeah, I didn't look at that thing, man. Actually,
Man.
I don't have cable. I got Wi-Fi, but I don't have cable.
It's on YouTube, man. Every
Oh,
clip is on YouTube, and I'm talking about it's not even fake clips. You can go to BET's YouTube channel. BET, like the real BET company, they have a YouTube channel, and they have like high definition professional clips of each performance,
mm.
like free of charge. You can look at it right on. You don't even have to use the BET app. But hold on for a second. I need to switch my camera back. Hold on. Boom. There we go. And click done. All right, and put y'all back on the screen. Boom. Okay.
All right, Jazz. So what is it? If I go to YouTube, just type in
All right, hold on.
BET.
Let me put it. Let me find it right now. Let me find it right now. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. Hold up. And what I'll do is I'll put the link in the room. BET. I think it's called BET Networks or Network is the YouTube channel. Let me see. Oh, I'm doing a search from the wrong screen. Hold on. I'm on my YouTube studio, which means it's searching my videos for it. No, don't search my videos for it. Okay. BET Network. I wish I could just play all the stuff. I know I'll probably get they might pull the live stream down if I play everybody's performance. They'd be like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. They would probably pull me down. Okay, I found the channel. Let me see if the performances are still there. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put the link. This link that I'm putting in the chat room right now will take you right to their video page on YouTube. This will take you to BET video page where you're gonna have to scroll down about 2 weeks ago to go to the videos from like 2 weeks ago, and you'll see the performances. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to play them, but I'll show you the screen. Hold on. All right, so that link I just gave you will take you to BET Networks. You scroll down, and here's some clips from the show right here. Michael Blackston. Well, yeah, but that's not that. Let me find the performances. Hold on. The performances. Okay, this is her winning an award. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Let's see. Okay, right here is where you have Stokely and Boys the Men, and they performed Tender Love, On Bended Knee. Boys the Men did that. Then Stokely from Mint Condition, he came out and produced a song called Her, and then he did Pretty Brown Eyes.
Oh, Stokely produced her?
No. Oh no, he didn't produce. He sung. He performed.
What, the best part joint or the song with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the name of the song. He has a song that's called, I think it's called Her. Oh, I see where you got mixed up at. I'm not talking about the artist Her. He has a
Right,
song
right,
that he sings. I think is one of his newer songs, and it
right.
goes like Her, da da dee 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 her, see the dee
Oh,
dee 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 her. So he did that, and then he went right into Pretty Brown Eyes.
hold
It,
up, y'all said Mike.
who's that? Was that Stokely?
No, that's Mike. That's Michael Blackston.
Oh, Michael Blackston. Okay, I hear you. Uh. You had Tisha Campbell and Tashana Arnold did a lot of Janet Jackson performances because she couldn't be there. And they said that throughout the whole night. Where's the other performances? It was, man, did they take them down or something? Like, where's the ones that had Jimmy like the time on the stage? Hold up. They had one with time on the stage and like Babyface was performing with them. Hold on. Oh, they didn't take those down. But just I mean, y'all can check find the page, but I really don't see the link for it though. Hold up, wait a minute.
Right.
What?
Just okay. So it's BET Networks. That's where you go.
Yeah, the link is in the chat room. The link is right
Okay.
in the chat. I put it in the chat room. That'll take you to the page that I'm looking at right now. I don't know what happened to those. I mean, they do now. Don't get me wrong. There's still a bunch of clips on here from the show, but they had more clips from the actual performances. I just don't see it now. But check out Boys and Men. Their clip is still on there. But hold up, no, it's serious. Someone named Sir Rock, someone named Sir, he did a song called "Hair Down" with John Redcorn. I guess these are like some of the new people that are out now. K Michelle did a performance of something. Tiana Major 9 and Earth. I don't know who that is. I did see this thing right here. This is Keisha Cole, Leandria Johnson, Anthony Hamilton, and Carl Thomas did a soul cipher. And then of course this is Boys the Men in Stokely. This is Queen Naja perform. Whoever she is, I'm not sure who she is. Whale performs. And yeah,
Well,
these are the people I don't know. Yolanda Adams performed because she was being honored. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Sounds of Blackness is right here. Okay, so Sounds of Blackness performed. Let me see. So that's this clip right here. So that's still on here. Luke James, that's the dude that played Johnny Gill in the New Edition movie. He performed the song with two other people, BJ, the Chicago kid, and Ro James. I don't know who they are, but uh I'm trying to see, but they had a performance where you had the SOS band. You had the Time up there performing. I don't know. Maybe it's still on there. Maybe I'm just looking. I'm not looking. But anyway, but check it out. But anyway, uh, yeah, that's that. But anyway, I didn't mean to spend that much time. I really thought the videos was going to pop right out, but I didn't see them all. That's what made me take longer. But Brandy, you said you saw some of them, some of the performances.
Yeah, I seen most of the majority of them.
Okay, so what you think of boys? My man Nate from Boys and Men kind of messing up Tender Love.
I don't know it, but
I was like,
he
yo,
true though.
he kind of messed it up though. It was, I guess something happened to his voice. He was like, I was like, dude, I talk good about y'all all the time. Mike is gonna hear this and he's gonna clown me, man.
Yeah, his voice cracked in the middle of the song.
Yeah, he was just like, here I lay. I'm like, what? Aren't you the one that put the group together? But anyway, what did you think of the performances? Which performances stood out for you out of the ones that you saw?
Well, I actually like all of them, but that cipher was off the chain. I actually like that.
It was. Yeah, that was Leandria. Yeah, first of all, Erica Badu was the DJ, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she was DJing the cipher, right? So she was playing the beats, right? And then who came out first? Carl Thomas came out first, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he started singing, and then all of a sudden he brought out, was it Leandra second? Was
Yeah, 2 seconds.
yeah, she came out and then she started singing, and then was it
No, 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 no. It was called Thomas, Keisha Cole,
Keisha
Leandria,
Cole? There you go.
what you call it after that.
Anthony did it last. Anthony was like the last one. And that soul cipher was kind of crazy. Hey,
Mm,
Patrick Hare. Here's the funny thing. I'm with you. I had stopped watching all of those. Oh, well, all right, one question at a time. I was getting ready to jump to another question. Kevin Robinson, if you would like to be on the screen with us, you can send an email to houseofjazz@yahoo.com. Just make sure you spell House of Jazz exactly the way you see it right here on the screen. Spell it like that at yahoo.com, and I can send you a link. And as long as you behave yourself, you can stay on. Just don't come in here trying to start any trouble. Everybody can't be Mike. So anyway, so Patrick.
See, I'm trying to be cool tonight. And here you go, because James ain't here.
James. But hey, Patrick Hare, I was just like you, man. And the thing about it is that I really don't watch anything that comes on BET, like any of the award shows. I don't watch the Grammys or anything. What caught my eye was definitely the fact that BET uploaded the clip that Boys and Men performed on the show. And I was like, wait a minute. Boys and Men was on the Soul Train Awards? Wait a minute. So, of course, being my favorite group, I'm going to click on it. So I click on it, and they sung Tender Love by the Four MDs. They did On Bended Knee. Stokely came out. He did one song, and then he ended it with Pretty Brown Eyes. So I was like, wow, that was a treat. I wasn't expecting Boys and Men to be on it. But then I started seeing these other videos coming up, and it was like the SOS band. And then it was like The Time came up there. And I was just like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. So I just started clicking on everything. And that's what made me watch all the clips from that particular performance, was the fact that I was like, wait a minute, they had almost as many older artists. They had Alexander O'Neal and oh my goodness, what's the lady that he sung with all the time?
Sherelle.
Thank you. And Sherelle, they both was on there. Two members of the SOS band was on there. And I've said this already. The Time was on there with Babyface. Yolanda Adams performed because she was being given the Lady of Soul award, so she performed. And it was a lot of good performances on there from old artists. So that was the only reason why. It's Boys to Men caught my attention. But then after I looked at the Boys to Men performance, I was clicking around looking at some of the other stuff. So it's some good performances on there. And Stokely, man, he killed Pretty Brown Eyes, boy. It's like he was doing this song, right? And then the band went bum, 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 pretty. I mean, you just got to see it. You got to see. It's just the way they did it. The band back there was tight. The dude that was that band back there, they were tight. And then he just bust out, pretty brown eyes, Oh, I mean, it was all that in the bag of ranch potato chips with some barbecue flavor.
This guy. You're hilarious.
And Boys to Men is probably the only group from the 90s that actually stayed together.
And they didn't really stay together because Mike rolled out.
Yeah, exactly. Why is always gotta be somebody named Mike that's caused trouble and leave things? Why
man didn't cause no trouble, man. Look, the man's voice, man.
It wasn't his voice; it was really his back that caused them to leave.
Know his back, his back is messed up. So
scoliosis. Yeah, he had scoliosis, but then he had some other stuff too that came out later. It was beyond scoliosis, but he didn't tell the group at the time. I forget what it's called. It's another illness, but he admitted that he did not tell them at the time, and he was just leaning on the scoliosis diagnosis. But
this guy, scoliosis diagnosis.
It was some internal stuff that was going on too, because what happened is when the 20 album, you remember when Boys and Men did the 20 album? The 20 album was the double CD where they re-recorded their biggest hits. That was one CD, and then they released all new hits. Well, all new songs. They weren't hits, unfortunately, but there were some good songs, though. They were really brand new songs, and Mike was supposed to record that with them. And they like they even put it out there saying that we're in negotiations and Mike is going to join us, because the album was called 20 because it was their 20th anniversary as a group. So they really wanted Mike to be on the album too. So they did reach out to him, and there was a negotiation. So I'm sitting here getting happy, like, yo, I'm finally about to get the real Boys to Men back together again. And then all of a sudden Nate put out a statement like a few months later saying it's not going to happen. I was like, what? But anyway, during that time, that's when a lot of the other internal issues came up with I think it was one situation where Sean, which is, for those of you who don't know them by name, I'm talking about the darker skin, I guess you can say the skinniest one of them all.
Yeah,
Sean,
the cool one.
Yeah, he had said something smart. It was something, I don't know if he got into Mike's face. He wasn't like trying to hit him or whatever, but he got real smart, got in Mike's face, and Mike took him, like pushed him down on the table, wrapped his arm behind his back, and told him, calm down, calm down. It was something like that. I wish I could find where I was reading this at, and I was like, "Oh, dang! It got like that. It wasn't no punches thrown. Wasn't
That's how
no
group.
no
You
punches
know,
thrown or anything. But he was just like, it was like Mike was saying that he just kind of snapped, like he just got in my face, and he like took that dude and was like, "Calm down, you calm." You calm. And I was like,
Dissension in
"Oh,
the,
I'm like, I'm waiting for the movie now."
dissension in the ranks.
I'm like, I want to see the movie.
man, you know how them groups, man, groups.
Dissension in the ranks.
Groups can be crazy.
Yes, indeedy. Okay, Patrick, that's a ridiculous question, man. Of course they should, man. Y'all see his question? He says, "Do y'all think?" Oh my goodness, Nisha, she got the flu, y'all. Nisha, she says she got the flu.
Oh, poor
Gave it to her
Nisha.
through the internet. I must have gave it to her through the internet.
Poor Nisha.
Well, we hope that I know you told me. I think you said your husband had it. I know you told me a few days ago, but you ain't tell me you got it too. But I guess that makes sense if he has it, right?
I ain't gonna have any stray hangers on blowing kisses at her this week.
I know. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But Patrick Hare, man, I do. Of course, they should bring real music back. And
Well,
here's the funny thing. I think in a way it is coming back, but what it is that it's not mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to go out and find it. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Nassim. You was going to say something.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say it's still here. I was gonna
Mhm.
say it's still here. It's just not. It's just not nobody that really has a foundation that I've heard right now. That's that's Boys to Men or Drew Hill or Jodeci. I mean, that stuff is gone.
Well,
No.
groups have been gone for a long time. In all honesty,
Yes.
I'm a big I love groups better than anything else. I'm sorry. You could be the best singer in the world, but and I mean like Brian McKnight, great singer, Luther Vandross, great singer, Marvin Gaye, great singer, Donny Hathaway, even Stevie Wonder, all y'all great singers, but it's something about when you have group, when it's a group, is I don't know, it's just something different. It's just something different.
Too many.
I don't,
90s? Too many. H-Town Boys, Jodeci, Drew Hill, Boys to Men. Man, it's too many, man.
yeah, and but of course, having groups is I understand the record companies. I understand that it costs more money. It costs more money to have to fly out 5 members as opposed to just having to fly out one person to a show. You know that I understand. You know what I'm saying, but I've always been a group person. I've always been a group person, so that's just me.
And then plus there's no more CDs. CDs are basically done with, so everything is on YouTube now. So they're losing money like that too.
Well, yeah, I mean they're losing money for a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
but yeah, especially when once they changed to digital, that's when they started losing their crazy money. Yeah, they have nothing to sell anymore, and the streaming companies. It's like for every stream, they get less than 1 cent. So it's like, how can you get less than that? Means you have to have a certain amount of streams just to make 1 cent. So if you're a big artist like Beyonce or somebody like that, obviously you're still going to get 10 million people streaming your stuff. So you're still going to cut a check. You know what I'm saying? But for a regular artist, that might not be popular. If you got to get like 1 cent per 3-4 streams, you're not gonna make any money. You know what I'm saying? Only the super big, and then Beyonce owns her own streaming thing because Jay-Z has Tidal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why
for people like her, they straight.
Yeah,
like, her husband owns Tidal, so like
yeah, and that's why Cisco said that's why they tour so much. Because
that's the only way they can eat.
Make.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the only way they can eat. Yeah, that's the only way they got a tour to eat. Yeah, that's most of the groups. That's why a lot of the '90s groups are out there performing.
Yep.
A lot of them,
and most of them are overseas in Japan and all of that.
No, they doing stuff here too. Because matter
of
fact,
they do stuff here, but it's mostly overseas though. I mean, it's not like they don't do stuff here, but yeah,
Boys the Men is overseas right now. Yeah, well, Boys the Men is overseas right now.
There you go.
Yeah, they're literally overseas right now because a lot of people have been uploading their videos from whatever country that they're in. If you go to their Instagram, it's like you get a whole lot of people like uploading the same concert that just happened like yesterday, and
So
it's
they
all
over,
in another language. It's
they
like in
overseas,
another
but
language.
Mike ain't with them.
Yeah, Boys and Men never stopped performing though.
Yeah,
Little as it kept, even when you thought you didn't hear from them,
yeah.
that's when they were performing overseas like only back in those days. They never stopped performing though. They never did. It's like, and they been releasing records and everything. I've always kept up with them, even when you didn't hear anything from them at all. I still was keeping up with what they were doing and stuff like that. So they always performing.
Just like Drew Hill, they've been going too.
Yeah, Drew Hill been before. Yeah, Drew Hill was always performing too. They was always performing for like. I mean, obviously everybody takes a little break here and there, but I'm saying overall, yeah, they haven't stopped performing. New Edition did a lot of performing. The only reason, and if you look at them right now, even though they're not performing together, they still performing individually.
Yeah, well, they're up there trying to kick drug habits.
Ralph and Johnny is out there doing their thing, and Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike formed their own little tour, and they did like 3 legs of a tour, I think, or at least 2 legs of a tour already as Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. So they're touring. So even though they're not touring as one group, they still performing, they still touring. You know what I'm saying?
Johnny Gill was bad. Johnny Gill was looking bad last time I saw him. He was doing some new song he did. And
he has a new song that he just released. The video just came out. It's him and Ralph Tresvant. I haven't looked at it all the way through, but it's a Johnny Gill song. Ralph Tresvant is on the song with him though, but I haven't looked at the video yet.
See, man, and you see, with all this foolishness going on, this is the reason why I don't check for these cats anymore, man. I'm doing all this stuff. I mean, like, look, you came out as a group. You were known as a group. All of y'all getting along, doing whatever it was you had to do. You had good music and this and that. Now y'all acting fool. 2 of y'all are touring. The other 2, you can't get along with this person, that person, and you know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, look, man. Don't nobody want to see all that, man. Get your behinds in there and get it together. You know what I mean?
I agree. I 100% prefer to see them all together any day than separate.
I mean, yeah, but let's keep it real. Everybody that had more than 3 people, they always butt heads.
No, it doesn't have to be 3. It could be 2 people, man. It could be a duo, man. and they will have issues too, man.
So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
At the end of the day, the people who are your fans are the ones that suffer.
Yes.
Don't hear about all this personal crap, man. Look, just shut up and sing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, some of them do. Some of them do.
And that's the sad thing about New Edition. That's the sad thing is that, okay, y'all been through all this crap over the years. Y'all went through all of this, and y'all even went through a period where y'all broke up, but y'all all were still successful. All right, y'all got lucky. Belle Biv DeVoe came out with Poison. They still making money off of Poison right now, performing that around the world. Johnny Gill came out, did relatively well. Well, they kicked Bobby Brown out the group, and Bobby Brown was doing better than New Edition at one point. You like,
oh yeah.
He was selling
back in 1990.
Oh, 1980 something. I think Don't Be Cruel came out in 87.
Or 88, whatever. All right.
Like that. So even before, Bobby was like, but they kicked him out, so Bobby didn't want to go necessarily. And then, and the funny thing is that Ralph was the only one he was the lead singer, but yet he did not have nowhere close to the success that I don't think any of them had the same. I think Bobby Brown probably had the most success, but then the next ones was Belle Biv DeVoe, I think, in popularity. I'm talking about like Bobby. Nobody was bigger than Bobby. Bobby was borderline on the same level as Mike during that time. I'm not talking about his overall career. I'm just saying that when that Don't Be Cruel album was out, I'm talking about just that time right there. He was like he was on top, like Mike was on top. You know what I'm saying? It's like just for for those couple of months or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And then what happened?
Oh, we all know what happened.
And then after that, Sink City.
Right. Well, yeah, my point is that, but then the next popular group, in my opinion, was Belle Biv DeVoe. Because when they came out with Poison, that was just like, yo, what is this? Like, like who are you 3? Like, we know who you are, but who are you? Michael Bivins singing.
they did do their thing on the Poison.
Yeah, I'm like, I still to this day, I still remember the first time I heard the first line, and it was Michael Bivins singing. I was like, Michael Bivins singing? I mean, he wasn't singing, but you know, he was like, "Girl, I must," and I'm like, "Yo, hold up, that's Michael Bivins from New Edition." I was going crazy, but anyway,
Poison, deadly, moving it slow.
that album was a
Mellow
success.
fellow like the vote, getting paid, laid so better lay low. Steaming a heart, mind again, felt so. The little co-host to be cut like an afro. See what you're saying? Huh? That was a joint, dog.
Choppy. Oh, I'm sorry. No,
She's the winner to you, but she's a loser to me because me and the crew used to do.
My favorite rap was Michael Bivins. I don't care. On the video when he was sitting on top of the basketball hoop, I was like, okay, that's the coolest dude in the world. I'm like, who's gonna do lyrics on top of a basketball hoop? Who sits on a basketball hoop? So, and then at the end of his rap, he just let the ball fall into the. He's like he holding the ball like this, and when he's finished, he just the ball falls in the hoop. I was like, that's the coolest dude in the world. And this is before he discovered Boyz II Men. Hello, this is before I thought that dude was the coolest man in the world, and this is before Boyz II Men because he sat on that basketball hoop, and then he just let the ball drop into the basket. He's like Michael Bivins here, and I'm running the show. Bell, Biv DeVoe. now you know. He just let the ball drop in that hoop. I was like, that's the coolest dude.
Then he had a rain hat on, right? The rain hat on.
He had one of those type of hats. I don't know what you call it, but yeah. I was at the ballpark taking them all, and that night played the ball. Looking at the fellas, the highs and lows, keeping one eye open, still clocking them. Still one particular girl stood out from the rest, plunging that beat with a high power. Michael Bivins here, and I'm running the show. Bell, Biv DeVoe. Now you know.
Now you know. Yo, split below.
What's up? For those of you who are watching this broadcast, relive the lyrics.
That's why it's hard. I can't remember how to play the song. Fine. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her. Wrong move, you did. That girl is.
For those of you who are sitting up there in the chat room and are still watching, don't worry. We're going to get on another subject soon.
Just because Mike doesn't like the subject does not mean the rest of the room doesn't like it. Hello.
That's a tutorial, Jazz. Poison. Free tutorial right there. Free tutorial, y'all. Poison.
That's cool. This is just that bass line. It's just that.
What's the code?
It was something like that. It's like that's all. It's just that beat going on, and that bass line just boom, 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 and then you get the chords on Ricky's part. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her. Wrong move, you did that, girl. This. Then you go right back to the bass line again. Whatever it was. I had it, but I forgot it. That's all it is. It's just that drum beat, man. That's all it is.
I'm about to do that.
Easy, man. We didn't get your track for this week, man. What you doing? You sleeping on us? A 112 DZ said he just got off work selling all the money for Guitar Center, man. Did you send me my did you send me my what's it called? Oh yeah, my montage, my 88 key montage yet in the mail, man? Because I showed enough. I ain't paying $4,000 for it, so just send it to me, man. I'll gladly pay you 20 years from now for that keyboard today. We got an interesting question here, though. No, I do not have Poison in my library already. I don't have it. Good question right here before we sign off in a couple of minutes. From a production standpoint, what's the best way to make money from projects now? Good question. You can't sell records anymore. Selling records is just not a thing. People don't buy music. I mean, at least at one point, when iTunes and all that stuff became popular, people were still buying music. They was just buying it digitally. A lot of people were stealing it, but people have been stealing music even back in the record days. You know what I'm saying? And tapes. because people used to sell black market cassette tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you walk up and down North Avenue all day or Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh
At
yeah.
almost every corner, somebody was selling black market cassette tapes. So, that's always been going on. So even with iTunes or whatever, I guess during that time, more people were stealing music because it was easy. All you had to do was sit in front of your computer, and that's it. You could steal music. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to go and dub a tape or whatever. But now nobody buys anything. You just buy services. You pay $9.99 at Spotify, and a lot of people don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? They might just go on YouTube or they listen to the ads on Spotify. So in theory, you can't really sell records anymore. So as a producer, you got to try to make. I guess the only way to really make money is to make your money up front. You got to charge. But you can't charge that much for tracks anymore because you're working with independent artists. Even the big time artists they might not be on a record label no more, so they don't even have the bank. So you can't just say, okay, well, I want $1 million a track. You can't do that because they're looking at you like, dude, I like to have $1 million in my bank account. I don't have a record label behind me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, the bottom line is they just messed the game up, man.
Yeah,
they really did. Just ruined it. And for what?
Yo, hold on for 1 second. Hold on. My girl Sabrina is in the house. I gotta put this up real quick. Check this out. She said, "Why did my son sell the Williams on eBay?" I had to take a break. What's going on, Sabrina? Tell your son. Tell your son. I said, "Smart man, smart man." How old is he? He a smart dude. I'm sorry, I had to take a break from that one. That one brought joy to my soul right there. So you said you was on the piano. Well, if you was on the piano, Sabrina, you need to email me so that I can send you a link and you can play a little piano for us before we go get off the air. But anyway, back to the question at hand. But yeah, you can still make money by licensing tracks through, like if you can get yourself on like a movie or a television show, get some music. I guess the best way to make music from a production standpoint is to try to get into some type of situation where people are presenting your music to TV shows and movies and stuff like that. You'll get paid for that because someone might like a track that you did and say, "Oh, I want this to play in the background."
Right.
Like, you never know. Will Smith might be trying to do the next movie like he was doing Bad Boys. He might have wanted some, a fast up tempo joint that sound like 2019. Come across your stuff and be like, "Yo, contact that person. That's the song I want playing while I'm chasing this dude right there." Yo, that's a paycheck for you right there. Because if they use your track, they got to pay you for it, right? Unless they steal it. But there's always ways of doing this. So I guess that's the best way to make money is to try to get your song, get placement on a TV show, a movie, and you're gonna have to try to charge the artist and make your money that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's the only way. Or get lucky enough to write a song for Beyonce.
My man EST did. He wrote Baby Boy for her and got paid.
Yeah. I know Daryl Pearson been doing some stuff. This stuff with her too. Daryl Pearson, he's a producer for Baltimore. I know he's on some of her more recent stuff too. But you got to have your own, man. You got to have your own. You got to use social media too, man. Use platforms like YouTube.
Oh man,
You try to, because it's just a different world. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, but he said from a producer standpoint, as an artist, the only way to make money is to go out there and do shows and be performing. You know what I'm saying? And you can get yourself known. You can get yourself known by using social media. You know what I'm saying? If you get out there and get yourself people start seeing you, and then you can get out there and start doing your own tours or whatever. But that takes a lot. That takes time to build up that money.
Let me tell you. That video that I put up on YouTube the other day. I was like, practicing. The one that I showed you guys last week.
Yeah.
I put it up on the Native Instruments group on Facebook, right? And I mean, it's getting pretty good hits on it. You know, everybody, you know, and it's always this one particular person. It's all. I mean,
always gonna be
he
one.
shared my thing, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm gonna let you know right now. You sharing my stuff, that's fine, but my stuff is copywritten. Apparently, you don't know how the internet works. I'm like, dude, you know, it's always somebody who doesn't have a real picture.
Oh yeah.
For their thingamajig. It's always some negative lemon, you know, lemon squeezer. I'm gonna just put it that way because I ain't trying to cuss. But
DD squeezer.
yeah, yeah. It's always just that one person. It's like, dude, you know what? How about a little bit of chippity chop? I got some chop on you. You know what I mean? It's
Man.
always that one person, man.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this is clearly my channel is definitely, you know, it's gotten popular somewhere between the end of 2016 and now. You know, I went from what, under 100 subscribers for like from 2006 all the way up to about 2016, maybe
Right.
under 100, and now I'm at 19,000 now. So trust me when I tell you, the larger you become, and my channel is still small because y'all know that there's channels out there with 20 million subs and stuff like that.
Right.
This, but 19,000 is more than enough to be able to have to deal with a whole bunch of crap. It's enough to have to deal with a whole bunch of crap, man.
It's always got to be somebody just trying to knock you down, man.
Yes, man. It's enough,
always.
Man. Yo, like no joke. It's like, and there was a time when I would it's like, okay, when it first started happening, I'm like, okay, I hear all the time what people say, you know, on YouTube, on the internet, on social media, you know, it's not cool to, you know, argue back and forth with people, you know, just ignore them or whatever, right? So, you know, you start doing that in the beginning, you know, you see something and be like, oh, okay, I knew somebody was going to say something eventually. But what happens is that it starts happening so often that, you know, it's like one time somebody just typed the right thing.
Yeah, and it's
and
gonna set you off.
And I see myself going back and forth with the person. And I've done it. I've done it. Oh my goodness, I'm not even happy about it. And I'm typing these long things, and the person just keeps typing right back. And I'm sitting here like, oh, Richard, you're stupid, man. You giving this person exactly what they want. Your attention, man.
That's what they want, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm talking about long dissertations, and then he'll type a longer dissertation back, and then I'll type a longer dissertation. I mean, I've had to do a lot of deleting of comments as my channel was really starting to get popular, man. I'm like, man, you gotta just tell yourself, you know. But now I'm cool now, and I'm just at the point where, like, I mean, maybe today I think I might have deleted 2 or 3 comments just today alone. It's like I don't even respond anymore. If it's just something negative, I'm just like, click.
It's usually the new generation, man. It's just something. Internet thugs, I call them.
Dude, it's, you know what cracks me up? It's like the more ignorant the subject is, the more they love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the reason why I don't watch stuff like BET and the Soul Train Awards and all that. I don't watch that stuff no more, man. It's like, dude, I don't know if it's because I've gotten older.
You're sick of
it. I'm just tired of that foolishness, man. I mean, it's like, dude, like these songs that you put out, if it ain't got cussing and yelling on it and a bunch of drama and this and that, it's not going to hit. It's not going to do well. You know what I'm saying? It's always got to have some kind of edge to it where it's a bunch of negativity in it. And that's what sells this song.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man.
That's what they like.
That's unbelievable.
It's not even just with the music, it's with the TV shows. That's why these reality shows and all that stuff, they make these false, things going on because they like, well, the more the drama, the more ratings we get, the more commercial ads we get, that's the more money we make.
Like, what's that child's name? Name? She was at Disney World or Disneyland or something like that with her kid, and somebody was messing with her, Black China, and she went and started freaking swinging the doggone baby stroller at this person or whatever the case may have been or whatever, and everybody filming. Everybody got to film. Everybody like this.
Everybody, you know.
You know what I mean? Everybody like that. They filming and whatnot, and it's like we're gonna have to.
everybody got
Yeah.
their fruit up, they fruit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their fruit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to claim. Yeah, man. It's
They
a
like
new.
seeing that stuff, man. I mean, they, that's the way the world is nowadays, man. It's unbelievable.
Drama,
It's
drama.
unbelievable, man. Crazy.
And like I said, I feel you, Mike. I honestly, I know I just got finished talking about the Soul Train Awards on BET, but I already explained to you why I looked at it because
Yeah.
Boys and Men. When I saw the Boys and Men that performed on it, I was like, I clicked on it, and that's when I found out all these older artists was on there. But I honestly, I don't sit and watch those shows anymore. That was just a special thing. I just Boys and Men on it. Of course, I'm gonna click on it, and then I clicked on the other stuff. So you know what I'm saying.
Yep. And it gets back to what we were saying earlier. You know, when you talk about all these groups and like 2 or 3 people touring together, it's drama. We can't have anything peaceful.
Yes,
It
sir.
has to be some drama in it. Somewhere, somehow. It has to be some drama in it. All right. Come on, man. That's a disservice. That's a disservice to everything else. I mean, you're a talented person. All you want to do is make music, make a couple bucks. Whatever.
Well, they do come together because if anybody follows B2K, they've had a whole heck of a lot of problems, and they still come together for that hour or two and make that money.
Well, I know they did something this year, but they're like fighting again, right? Because I don't. It's like it's only because of people who I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and I'm about to start unsubscribing, like the ones that tell different news and stuff like that. And and that's how I hear about like Omarion's old girl who he got hit with another member of the group is now sleeping. And I'm like, what kind of and we thought New Edition had some issues.
No,
they don't got nothing compared to B2K.
No, B2K takes the cake, man. They take the cake. They take the cake, bro. They got all types of issues going on. She done she done been a baby's mama and then slept with the other dude, had 2 kids by him, all type of crazy stuff.
I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie though. I love Lovely T. Any of y'all subscribe to Lovely T on YouTube?
No.
I've been subscribed to her before she started sharing these type of stories or whatever, but her channel is popular now. That's the only reason why I even know anything about them is just because she'll pop up saying something about somebody sleeping with somebody's, and I'm like, what kind of? And then I'll click on it. I ain't gonna lie, I click on it, right? Because I recognize the names. There's a lot of the drama that happens now are with people who I don't even know who they are. So I'm not even interested. I don't click on it. But if it's a name that I've heard before, like, wait a minute, I know who Omarion is. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me click this. And I'm like, this the type of crap that's going on? Oh my
crazy.
God. It's like so now the older groups are trying to become relevant. So now they got drama. And I'm like, no, but y'all like the old stuff. It's like I'm
this don't make any sense whatsoever.
I'm like,
at the end of the day, all that stuff, it just doesn't make any sense.
I hear you.
And like what Jazz said, they're not even relevant right now. Like B2K been gone. That they've been going since like the 90s something, and they still talking about them, man. So it is, man, it's something else, man.
It's a shame, is what it is, man. It's a shame.
But I guess they all got personal lives, and the when you big time, they own that. They own you like a hawk, man. So you can't hide nothing.
That's what it comes down to, man. I mean, the more ignorant you are, the more interesting you are, I guess. I don't know. It's just retarded if you ask me.
It is. I mean, and it's not just, it's just an entertainment altogether. TV shows, that's the reason why the reality TV shows are popular now and everything. It's all about drama, and it's like, and if you're boring, you want to try to start something so that you don't get fired from your reality TV show. So you know what I'm saying? So whatever you're on, it's like if the producers think you're boring, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to, even if it's not even real, you're like, well, let me just start something, or let me just, start something so that I can keep my job and keep my check coming in. So it's sad. It's really sad.
It is. It's really sad, man. It just it makes it's very sad to see how far we've fallen.
Yes.
Straight up.
This person says celebrity news has become more important than real news.
Oh man, let's not even get on that. Like, look, let's see what's going on. Let's talk about what's going on with this so-called president that we have, dude.
I knew he was gonna
It's
get
like,
it.
come on, man.
You gonna talk about your president, Mike? Huh?
No, that's their president. If you want to call him the president, I've been saying since 2016 that this country does not have a president. That man has no idea what he's doing.
I mean, we have a president. Unfortunately, we just simply have a president that just, like you said, just don't know what he's doing.
And so, and
I
what is
know
that?
what he's doing.
Look, first of all, he is not the one calling the shots. And you name one thing. President. You name one thing presidential that man has done since he's been in office.
Really not.
Make
Nothing.
more money.
Nothing. And this is the first time in history. That the first lady of the United States is a whore. I mean,
Right.
it's like, dude, come on, man. The guy who's really calling the shots is the guy who's up under him.
Well, the
But-
people who call the shots, no matter who's president, are people that we don't see. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I mean,
We
like,
don't see. Yeah.
dude, as far as I'm concerned, the last president that this country had, his name was Barack Hussein Obama.
Right, and even he had to, play his game too with people.
Well, no, they played their game against him. He would have done so much more as the president of the United States had they not deliberately sabotaged that man's presidency.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
And it's dude, every day you turn the news on, every day you turn on the news and here it is talking this foolishness about impeaching this man. By the time you really get around to doing it, it's going to be 2020.
His term will be over.
Dude,
Man, I'm glad you said that because I'm like, yo,
you're wasting your time.
I stopped listening to that stuff when every time I kept hearing something about impeachment. I'm like, I remember when I first started hearing it, I was like, oh, okay, good. All right, so they're going to make this happen, and then it never happens, and I'm sitting here like, what? Isn't his term over with? Isn't his term is like, he has a lot.
It was 4 years ago.
Right, I'm like, it doesn't matter. Even if y'all impeach him, okay, he'll be impeached, and he was going to come off the seat in a week anyway.
Dude, if any of y'all have Netflix, you go to the thing and you watch this. It's called The 70s, and you look at they have like 2 shows where they were talking about this Watergate thing and Richard Nixon. It took them 2 years to impeach Richard Nixon. Right. From when the time that all of that mess started until the time he finally resigned, it took him 2 years to do that.
Right.
Okay. I mean, there's so much red tape you got to cut through, and that's they put that stuff on TV every single day, and you're sitting up here listening to all of these white folks who are they caught a guy the other day watching golf during the impeachment hearings. Man, people are tired of this stuff. People are tired of this stuff, man. People going in circles. You're going in circles with all of this, and you never get the truth out of any of it. His whole cabinet, they didn't either resign or got indicted or something. You didn't hear about that when Obama was the president. You hear about none of that.
That's true. Very.
But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, America is built on deception. So we're gonna get a president that's full of it. So it ain't about nothing, man. So,
Malcolm X said it a long time ago. This country is based upon nothing but hypocrisy. But they call themselves a so-called democracy. Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Look, dude, we don't know what in the heck is going on. We don't know the real deal. We only know what they tell us on the news. And don't turn Fox on. Don't turn them on. Because then you really be lost. It's just it's a bunch of nonsense. It's all wrapped up in a bunch of nonsense, man. Deception and lies. Lies. That's all it has been. That's all it's ever been.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of lies and deception.
That's what America's built on. So when you get somebody, and it still boggles my mind that people still support this man. I mean, it just baffles my mind, man.
Those are a bunch of ignorant people who are down south, a bunch of blue-eyed rednecks who don't know no better. You're just ignorant. You know, we ain't gonna go into the trailer living and sister sleeping and all of that, but you're a bunch of inbred hicks.
Exactly.
You know, and you don't know any better. You don't know any better.
But people shut up when he did that shutdown last year and shut everybody off. They was quiet then, though.
That man don't care about nothing but rich folks and people who live the way he does.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, dude, most of the time you see him, I mean, like, you know, usually when you see a president, even Nixon, he did some good things before this impeachment thing. Every president has submitted some kind of legacy when they held office. JFK, even Lyndon Johnson, again, Richard Nixon, President Carter, Ronald Reagan, all of them, even George W. Bush, they all submitted some kind of legacy. Not this fool. Not this fool. I mean, like, you know, they would go on goodwill tours and they would, go and visit other nations and stuff like that. When's the last time you heard this man went anywhere? Well, okay. Yeah. Well, for Thanksgiving, he went and visited some troops in Afghanistan. Why are we still in Afghanistan?
Right. That's
true. Every time you turn around, dude is in Florida with somebody. He's giving some fool who ain't got nothing to do with it, got nothing to do with nothing, the Congressional Medal of Honor, one of his friends. It's like, you chowderhead.
And the thing is, he don't like immigrants, but his wife is an immigrant.
Yeah.
His wife's an immigrant.
Yeah, old mail order bride. Your mail order bride.
Come on, man. It's
dude. Like now let's look at the first lady. You know, like people like Jackie Kennedy went out and they started some reading thing or something like that, or something for women to get into, or something for women to
just say no to drugs.
Yeah, something.
Get your brain on drugs.
What has this woman done?
At least
you don't even see this woman. Every only time you see her is every so often. You might see her getting on or off that plane.
Right.
She don't even live there in the White House.
Well, yeah, I think that's facts. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, come on, man. I mean, dude, this whole thing is a joke. Yeah. It's a joke.
All right.
And I mean, like, we got off the subject a little bit, but again, it's about the more ignorant it is, the more ignorant and stupid it is, the more interesting it is.
Hey, Mike.
Yo.
To think his wife is supposed to be no bullying, no trolling, right? This little girl gets a woman time of the year. The first thing this fool do is troll her. The first thing he does. He ain't got nothing else to do but troll a 16-year-old girl. The first thing he does, right?
Yeah.
And them white folks just overlook it, turn their head the other way, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. Nothing to see. Nothing to see, nothing to see. If that was me, you, Jazz, my man Cash Money over there,
especially
any of us, they'll be getting us for trolling. They'll be getting us a harassment, some sort of harassment.
Oh yeah. Man,
they have us. I'm like you, man.
Look, let's take it to another level. Let's take it to another level. You heard about this situation where these people, they get this petition up, and we need 200,000 people to sign this thing because we don't want Michael Vick being honored for being a captain of the Pro Bowl and this and that. Now here it is. You're sitting up here talking about this man. This man has served time. He did his thing. He's been paid He's been paid over a couple $1 million to get his life back on track after he messed up. Right? Right? But you can take your behind over there to Africa and kill Cecil the lion, giraffes. You can kill elephants. You can kill all of these other beautiful animals. But you're going to sit there and you're going to try to castrate this man right here.
Hey, man. I don't want to offend nobody on the live or down as watching this, but what is up with these NFL players marrying white girls, man? I mean, I don't know if any of y'all with
trying to get my live stream pulled off, aren't y'all?
But I'm not understanding that, man. The NBA dudes and the NFL dudes, man. That's the first thing they run to, man.
You want to know why? Because they have millions of dollars now. Okay. And guess what? They don't want any drama in their lives. Because I hate to say it, and you can get mad at me if you want to.
I know
a lot of these black women don't know how to act.
Well, that's women, period. That's women, period. Because I'm married to a Filipino, and she can run her mouth too. So that's just one. And no disrespect, Lady D. I mean, Brandy. None. Because I'm married, and then when people ask me about marriage, the biggest thing I've learned is you gotta compromise, dog. You gotta know when. Sometimes you gotta like just turn your head the other way and say whatever. Then sometimes I'm gonna act, you know what, and say this is it. I ain't going for it. I put my foot in the ground. I give a damn what you say. This is it. But you gotta compromise. And as far as cash money, you know, love is love. Love is no color. But some cats do be running and try to justify that. I can't.
Yeah, they yeah.
But that's a mental thing, though. You know.
Yeah. It's
that's a caught up thing. You know. That's what you caught up. You ain't comfortable in your own skin, and that's what I tell my son all the time. I said, dude, be comfortable in your own skin. If you're comfortable in your own skin, you don't get caught up. Because I do TV production for a living, and then I see all these people worshiping these people who they want to worship, but the first thing they do is run and go get plastic surgery to change themselves. So how can you worship someone who doesn't want, who doesn't even like themselves? It's a twisted circle, man. It's a twisted circle. And then, because I came on with Jazz talk about that so-called reality, that ain't nothing but Jerry Springer re-rapped.
Yeah.
Cats clowning, acting a fool, showing their ASS, and I mean, and people who watch it is like makes me scratch my head. Like, you ain't got nothing better to do. I'd rather sit there and learn some chords and like, because I'm tripping on. Yeah. I have the book, plus I'm kind of cheating on Jazz on Stevie Wonder's like For Your Love. I'm tripping how this man modulates 4 keys in one song.
No, right?
That's ill. You know what I'm saying? That's like crazy ill. And you can hear it because when you hear him sing it, his voice goes up. So then he plays up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and then I really wrap my head around something like that, really something that's going to feed my skull. And instead of some stupid nonsense. You know
exactly, man. Exactly. And there's, you know, it's just unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable what things have come to, man. I mean, like, dude, I wasn't raised like this, man. And most of us weren't. You know what I mean? And it's really, really, really sad to see, man. That's why I try to tell my grandkids all the time, look, you know, you got a lot to learn. You have a lot to learn. And, you know, and the way that this world is going now, I feel sorry for these kids who are just, you know, who are growing up like you know, these people who are like teenagers and you know, our kids are seeing this stuff, man. Our grandchildren, they're seeing this stuff, man.
Hearing them talk.
They think that this stuff is reality, man. It's unbelievable.
And they watch this man
so
talk like
unbelievable, man.
And then, you know, we tell our kids to love other people, respect other people, and this man up here doing the very opposite. But then they sit there and say, oh, well, you know, he punches back. If that would have been Brock, he'd have been all kind of niggas, all kind of thugs, all kind of pimps. He got women outside the marriage, you know what I'm saying? His locker room talk. It's like they just excuse it. It's like,
I mean,
you know, my thing is like, yeah, that's like if all 5 of us was in the band, and let's just say, I just pick myself. Let's say if I was late, I would expect Money Mike, I would expect you Cash Money, I would expect Brandy, I would expect Jazz to sit there and say, look, dog, we let you get late a couple of times, but either you want to be in it or you don't want to be in it. Just pick. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're all committed, we're all committed. If we're not committed, then you're not committed. I mean, if you don't want to be in it, I get it. It's cool. Life calls, whatever. But if we all throwing our chips in the middle, your chips got to be in the middle too. If not,
man.
You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, man, for those of y'all that have kids, man, y'all got a big job, man. That's why I don't have any. It's just it's a more than a job, man. Because there's so much going on in the schools and the politics is just a lot going on, man. Power to y'all, man, because I don't have the patience for it, but
I just seek the word like Jazz, like seek the Jazz, because when I get too caught up with that, like Mike, I see this fool on there, and I just remember what the Bible says: God sets kings up and pulls them down for His purpose. And then you can read through the Bible like Nebuchadnezzar. You know, in the book of Daniel, Jazz, what happened to him? He's proud of both of them. He was crazy, right? Yeah. So, hey, so how's y'all beats this week?
Everybody seems to like everybody's beat. So,
again, I tried to do one and I couldn't get finished, man. I got to get back in the swing of things, bruh.
Yeah.
Well, I get back in the swing of things. I mean, I started one. It's like, you know, I have to find some kind of way. What I'm trying to do is not try to sound like what I've already done. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm having a hang up, man. It's, you know, it's getting kind of annoying. I mean, I have to have a different kind of approach, a different kind of rhythm or something like that, man. I'm having a hard time with that.
No, I think that's everybody. And the Jazz was saying like last week is like you could hear. I think it was you two saying that you could hear something in you. That's your certain chord progressions and whatnot is gonna be you. But I see what you're saying is you want to kind of change it up so it's not so predictable because you can hear a Boys II Men or a Babyface produce Teddy Riley song.
But isn't that what music is? I mean, like when you hear Babyface, we always know.
It's the difference between somebody having a certain style and you know that it's that specific artist.
But not the
difference between that and then all your songs sounding the same.
Same. I get it. I think that's every artist's thing. I think it's every artist's struggle to constantly grow. I think that's when I started studying more chord progressions and started studying more inversions and slash chords. That's when I get into more theory and start. Well, like Stevie modulating keys. Maybe you might want to try that. Like maybe not 4 keys, but maybe get a key and then modulate within a key and come back to that same key or something.
It's like I keep running into the same chords when I'm trying to make something, and it's like, okay, I don't know how to play by numbers. Like the only progression thing that I know of is 2-5-1, but there's plenty others that I don't know how to play like that.
Well, you learn.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn how to, there's a 1-6-2-5-1n or something like that.
And once you get that, you'll hear something. And
exactly.
Because that's why Chaz asked me last week, am I making? I said, no, I'm in the season right now just learning progressions and different things and hearing different, you could go, because like that, like For Your Love, Stevie goes, I think it's a 2-5-6-3-1 or something like that. He, study that's what makes a cat like Prince just so astronomical. I mean, not only was he writing, but he's playing all these different instruments.
This book right here, Mike. This got every chord in this book.
Mike has a book too. Mike's book is bigger than yours. Mike's book is bigger than yours, I think.
But I think the key, Mike, is the progression thing. I think the key is the progressions. If you start playing different progressions and you start hearing sonically how they sound and how those chords kind of move you, and then if you start playing different inversions of those chords, I think that'll kind of unlock your creativity.
That's what I mean.
I think. What do you think, Chaz? Because you're the teacher in there.
I'm not an expert, but I will say this. This is the first between the end of 2016 and now is the only time in my entire life that I have learned how to play so many different songs, at least 1,000 songs, literally. And I can honestly say that I have a better understanding of music because of it. So I would say to you, learn as many songs as you can.
And study
how to play.
Right.
Study the structure. Don't just learn it just to learn it, but pay attention at what they're doing, because I can, like I said, I can honestly say that learning over 1,000 songs in like a 2.5-3 year period, it definitely opened my mind. And it did. It opened. It was just like, oh wow, okay. And like I said, it's not just learning it just to learn it and actually see what's happening.
Right. And see the slash chords
pay attention to what's happening.
How they're relative chords to each other, how they like intermingle. And that's what I'm doing. Because like I said, I have that same songbook you have, Chaz, but I'm teaching myself to read it. And then what you taught me too is what's on the book. I don't have to play that high octave. I can play an inverted chord. That's what I kind of
inverted
from you. What's on the music sheet is the chord, yes, but I don't have to play it that way.
I never do that.
That's I got from you. I got that from you because I always thought, I said, is that legal? Like can I do that? And then I heard
you're under arrest for playing a chord in a different inversion. C E G is the only way to play C major. C E G.
Right.
You don't want no G C E. No.
I learned that. I learned that from Jazz too, and then also going like instead of major 9, do major 7. So I learned both of those from Jazz.
Oh, exactly. Or 7, or if not a 7th or 9, because I'll throw that extra key over. Hey, Jazz, explain this to me. I think I know, but tell me if I'm right. When they say add 9, is that before you do the dominant or flat 7th? Is that when you say add? Because if
add 9 simply means you just play the major chord and you just add the major 9.
Well,
but check it out. The major 9 is really just the second note of the scale.
I know that, but then what?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between an add 9 and a major 9? And it's the
Major
same.
9. The major 9 means you playing. You have the major 7 there too.
That's what I said. The 7th, yeah, it's the 7th. So you play it
All right.
after the 7th. That 9th
Okay.
is after the
Well,
7th.
I mean, you can look at it that way. It depends on what inversion you're playing it as.
True.
Hold on, but
What
I
you
mean,
say?
basically, if you got C major chord, right? You got C, E, G, right? Or as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me show this because this thing displays the chord, so it'll be better for me to show it on here. Hold on. All right, and let me show you this. Let's show this. Okay, all right, check this out. So you got C, E, G, right? So C major, right? C major 9 is when you have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? And you see how it says it's C major 9 now.
Right.
Now, if you don't have the major 7, notice how it's called C add 9 now. Right. So if you have the major chord and you omit the 7, but you have the 9, that means you have a C major chord with an added 9. You know what I'm saying? And the 9 is nothing but the second note of the scale.
Right.
Yeah, 9. Yeah. So
and the 13th is the 6th note of the scale.
Yeah.
Past
Yeah.
the 7th. Past the 7th, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Which is the 6th.
Yeah, it's the 6th. Yeah, it's the 6th. It's the 6th.
But you got to add the 7th to make it a 13th. But you got to throw the dominant. There it is.
Yeah, you got to have the major 7, right?
Major or dominant 7. It has to have the 7th tone to make
Yeah,
that.
yes, that's correct. It has to have the 7. I'm in the key of C right now, so yeah, I have to have the B, which is the major 7 tone. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, see, Mike, and that's what I've been doing. Then once I get that, I will flip the chords around, and then kind of like Michael, like Jazz is doing. I will play the simple key like C and in a 2-5-1 or a 3-5-1. You just play it in the tonic, the root position, the tonic or the root. Then start flipping the keys around. Then start inverting them and playing them. And then you start, and then you start doing stuff.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the one thing I've had people say that about my tutorials, and I admit I know I do this because when I'm learning how to play a song, and I'm especially if I have to do it by ear, because if I'm learning how to play a song by ear, that means I'm listening to the song for hours sometimes. Now, if I have sheet music, I don't have to listen to the song that much because the sheet music is already telling me what the chords are. I'll type out the chords and then I'll play with the song just to figure out. So I might only listen to the song 3 or 4 times and then I record the tutorial. But if I'm playing by ear, that means I'm literally listening to the song for maybe a period of 3, 4, 5 hours, and I'm actually writing down every chord that I hear. So I'll still go to the beginning of the song. I'm on the intro. What's that first chord I'm hearing? Okay, C minor 9. Okay, I type it on my sheet because I create the chord sheet as I go because I can't remember anything. So every time I've discovered what the chord is, I type it. I type it on my my word processor. Then I go to the next chord. So let's say 3 hours or 4 hours later, I finally got the last chord of the song right. Now I know how to play all the song. Now all I have when I go back and try to play the song again, all I have is just the name of the chord. I don't necessarily remember what inversion I played.
I was just going to ask you that.
You know what I'm saying? So when I go, so once I create that chord sheet, and then of course I'm gonna practice a couple of times before I click record and record the tutorial. So then I'll just play around with it, and once it sounds like the song, I'll click record. I'll make the tutorial, right? I'll record the video where I play the song in the beginning. Then when I start explaining the song and doing the song breakdown, sometimes I'll use the same chord, but I might give it to you a different way from how I played it when I actually was demonstrating the song. But that's just because I know chord. I keep sometimes I just don't even know what inversion I did. You know, and you know, people be like, man, it's hard to follow you because you played it CEG one time, and then but then when you showed it like this, and I get confused, and I'm like, well, I can't help that. That's
no, you just gotta study
you have to come with some knowledge. You
Yeah.
gotta come with some knowledge of music if you're gonna come and try to learn a song. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Well, learning how to play inverted. Sorry,
yeah,
Rich, I mean
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember every inversion that I play. Like
Right.
I said, I've been listening to this song for 5 hours. I don't
Right.
know how all I have on my sheet is that, oh, it's a C minor 9. Okay.
Well, really, what you should be doing is when you're doing your tutorials and stuff, like you should be telling the people, look, you have to learn how to play inverted because there's more than one way to play this chord. And
Well, you look at my
when
tutorials, I say that sometimes. From time to
Man.
time, I'll actually say, well, you can just put it in any inversion, but I'm gonna show it to you this way.
Mhm.
I say that a lot of times, and
Yeah.
I'll say, well, I'll
Right.
just show it to you this way.
Right. And
And the
sometimes
more you play, you hear those inversions, and then it'll just make your palette. It's kind of like anything. First, you start to ABC, then as you get a little bit better, you start adding more because you start hearing more. You start,
Yep.
you know, it's just
right. And
you
there's
grow.
some songs, and there's some songs where you have to have that inversion because it only sounds
Exactly.
like that inversion.
Exactly. That just won't sound right. It won't
Yeah,
sound
that's
right.
true. Now that is very true. There are some songs where you have to play the right inversion.
Yeah.
And of course, now in a situation like that, then I make sure that I'm okay. Richard, play it like this. You don't have a choice. But most of the time, I don't feel locked in to in a certain inversion when I'm playing a song. As long as it sounds like the song, I'm not locked into it. So I might say, okay, my video will start. I'm playing a song, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then I say, what's good, everybody? My name is House of Jazz, the piano tutorial man. And by the time I say all that, I done forgot what I played. You know, I forgot what inversions I played. So when I start saying, okay, let's start with the introduction, I already forgot what I played. I can't remember that stuff. I know y'all looking at the video like, well, all you gotta do is rewind. No, I can't rewind because I'm in the middle of looking at the video.
Making it.
So
Yeah.
I can't rewind it to see what I played before. So the best I can do is to look at my chord sheet and say, okay, well, it says C minor 9. Okay.
You know,
C, whatever, and I just do the best I can from there.
you know, one thing I learned too from you guys, and it's like my man over Cash Money, is sometimes if you read the sheet music, sometimes I don't have to play on that octave range. Sometimes I can sit down an octave range.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing I learned because if you're playing with a singer or something, some people can't get that high. Or if you play with a band, you got to stay out of the way of the brass or a guitar. You got to stay out of the way. And that's another thing, Mike. You see guys who play with bands like Jazz has. Jazz got to leave the root out. If let's say it's an E, you have to leave it out because the bass player is going to play that. So then you got to play it without the E or play the E higher. If not, if you're playing with someone else who's playing that high end E, you got to learn a chord without an E.
Yeah,
you whole another level of playing.
Right.
The way
I was
you
doing
play
that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, the way you play a song when you're with a band might be slightly different how you play it if you're
Solo.
playing by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're playing by yourself, a lot of times you're just playing octaves with your left hand.
Mhm.
Right.
Trying to have a foundation. You want the foundation, but if you get with a band and you start practicing, you'll find yourself like, well, let me find different ways of playing this because now I don't have to make sure that I have the E flat.
Right.
I don't
Let
have
me
to
tell you,
Right.
just the
bass
other
player
day.
is holding the E flat. So let me
I've had a
yeah.
I've had a bass player tell me one time. He said, "Just play with your right hand, and that's it." And I'm
I do that
You
when
know what I'm
making
saying?
tracks. I do that when
Okay.
making tracks sometimes. When I'm laying down track, if I know I'm going to have a fat bass line, bass guitar track playing, half of the tracks I make is just right hand. I'm only playing with the right hand only.
Yeah.
And that's
So
hard
my track
mentally.
that you hear, like
I
the
do that with
track
accents.
you do, a lot of times is I'm just doing one hand chords, and then I go to the bass guitar, and then the bass plays it, and so it sounds full.
Yeah.
And that's for mixing purposes, because when you have to mix music, everything needs to fit within a certain frequency.
Right. And yeah, you're playing the same frequency. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So what I'll do is, usually when you're mixing, you always got to pull out a lot of bottom end off of every track anyway. You always want to shave off. So my thing is, well, I got half the battle beat if I just play with just the right hand.
On a head.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw
Half of its beat right there. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a film the other day, man. They were showing like an old clip of Barry White, man, and he was sitting at the piano, and his whole, he had like 150 people orchestra. And whatnot. And I mean, the man was getting it in, right?
Sweating it.
He was on the piano. And it was like, I mean, you seemed like they showed his hands, and what's that song?
Oh,
Yeah.
He was playing that. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you.
Yeah, just a little more, baby.
But the way he was doing it was like he was doing it with the right hand, was like boom, and then with his left hand, he was boom, 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 boom. I mean, he was killing it, and the whole band, everything just fit. Everything just fit, and he was. I mean, he was getting it in. Now I have a recording of him trying to do a radio spot for this college or something he was doing in Waco, Texas. Man, I ain't never heard Barry White cuss as much. Hi, this is Barry White. Please join me on such and such. I'm cutting the effing spot, Tony. Jesus. Hi, this is Barry White. Oh, shoot.
He didn't say shoot. We got it. We get it. We get it. He didn't say shoot.
Man, here, this a-hole and mess these words. He got effing words in here. Don't even date. Gee, damn it. I'm telling you.
Barry White.
I was crying.
You know who's another monster back in the day? If y'all don't, Mike's probably around my age. If y'all need to listen to DJ Rogers and really listen to him, because I remember him and Donny Hathaway, because y'all did it like One Gotta Go, and y'all dissed Donny. I'm like, these cats really need to go back and listen to Donny, because a lot of people copy their style from Stevie and Donny Hathaway. Donny was a complete monster. And,
but nobody take that away. But sometimes you have to think when we do that One Gotta Go, you have to go with the music that you listen to and you grew up on, and that's all that's about. It's like if anybody ever come on this panel and say Donny Hathaway ain't Sugar Honey Iced Tea, I will probably pull them off like immediately. I won't even. It would be no warning. Like, don't come in here disrespecting that man like that. That man was genius. But on a different level, I understand if someone is saying, well, I just don't know his music like that. You know what I'm saying? The music that I can understand that. I could get on here and pretend I'm upset with people all the time when they don't say Boys II Men or whatever. But I'm really joking. I'm honestly joking because I get it. But man, everybody that ever been on this panel knows the genius of Donny Hathaway, and if they don't know, they better not come on.
Like what's the name?
They come on, they going right back off.
What's the name? Boiled my blood that one time. He said, "Do you remember we were talking about the Michael Jackson thing? Talking about somebody got to go," and he said, "Take I Can't Help It off the list."
Yeah,
I wanted to karate chop him so bad. Are you out of your mind? I haven't heard the song. I'm like,
that's a Stevie song. That's a Stevie song.
Are you talking about Mayoli because he doesn't know the song? But you gotta understand. But with Mayoli, he will tell you, I never heard the song, so he can only go with the songs that he know.
And then wait a minute, like 20 minutes later, I guess he signed off and listened to the song, and then he came back. I was like, hey, hold up, I wasn't supposed to remove that song.
No,
but it's still all in opinion though, because
of course.
Donny Hathaway, to me, he's not really my style, and I went.
Not Sam, you're borderline. You're borderline getting kicked out. Be careful with the words that you use right now.
No, just
you're borderline. You're already on the edge. Like, look, you're already on the edge right now, right? So all I gotta do is just.
No, just mute him. Don't kick him off.
It's like, man, like some people like Stevie and some like Mike. I like Mike more than Stevie. Stevie, I can't really do Stevie that much. I like Mike.
Cut him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah, you know what? I'll see.
That's why your broadcast is choppy. That's why your broadcast is choppy.
Actually, your broadcast is choppy because of that fruity stuff you keep using.
I'll get the different from you, Cash Money.
But y'all telling me that in my opinion, I think Michael Jackson has way more hits than Stevie. In my opinion.
Oh my God! Not even Michael didn't write. Stevie wrote for everyone. Look at Mike.
Oh, Michael did right.
But I mean,
hold on.
Y'all not giving Mike his
Nah, see.
That's a look. He
needs some ice on his head, Mike. He needs some ice on his head.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Now, hold up. Who do you think taught Michael how to produce?
Exactly, Stevie.
Stevie Wonder taught him how to produce.
He was a kid when Mike was still a kid. he sat in the studio with Stevie Wonder.
That's
and
right.
Stevie
When Stevie Wonder wrote Songs in the Key of Life, he taught
Yeah,
Michael
but that's-
Jackson how to produce.
Yeah, but that's still opinionated because
No, that's a
Not
fact.
opinionated.
That's a
It's
fact.
a fact.
No, that's
And
a fact.
I'm gonna
That's
show
not
you
an
proof.
opinion. That's a
I'm gonna
fact.
show you proof right now. Hold up.
Matter of fact, he's on You Haven't Done Nothing. The Jackson 5 is
Hey,
on
not
that
saying
song.
you're almost getting ready to get kicked off. I'm just letting you know. So if
Y'all
you
not
disappear, you know what happened.
Go ahead. Let him
Hey,
say
Jazz,
what
next.
Hold on. Let
Y'all
the
not
man say
listening.
what he's got to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all not listening. I didn't say that he didn't help Mike. What I'm saying that's opinionated is I think that Mike's stuff just sounds better. That's all.
But that's Rod Temperton and Quincy Jones.
Exactly.
That's Rod Temperton and Quincy Jones. That's Heatwave.
Yeah.
But you still got to give Mike his props though, because
taking nothing from Mike.
Michael Jackson enhances. He enhances those songs because of what he puts into them when he's performing. Okay, and I'm not saying that the man can't sing. We know that the man could sing and blah blah blah, this and that. We know that. But where Michael stands out, where he stands out is when he's on that stage, because can't nobody and I say Prince too. I include Prince. Nobody can mess.
You're
with
about
Michael
to get
Jackson.
fired, Mike. You about to get fired.
Hold up now. See now, just hold on a second there, champion.
Okay.
Calm down.
Mike wrote his
stage shows, and I ain't saying that Prince don't have a nice stage show. Michael Jackson, no way. You can't mess with him. You can't mess with
Mike and Stevie. You go see Mike, and Mike's show's gonna be exactly the same. Prince is a musician, and he'll augment a song. He'll just say,
he'll just change it right there on the spot.
Exactly, and that's what I like.
Well, I'm looking for this picture right now because I'm going to show. I'm going to show him. There's proof. Here it is, right here.
Yeah, that song You Haven't Done Nothing.
Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. Can you see that? Let me hold up. Can you see that?
Okay. I didn't say it was false. But
That's an album on there, Jazz.
I'm just saying. I'm showing you proof.
Okay.
That's an
Michael Jackson has even said. Michael Jackson has even said in interviews who taught him how to produce records. I went in, I listened to Stevie Wonder. I went in, I listened. Berry Gordy showed him certain things. Everybody. That's why he always had the heart for Motown. When the Jacksons left Motown, Michael didn't want to leave either. But it was a business decision that persuaded him because he said, well, I can get my songs out. I can do it that way. But
and
Stevie Wonder taught him
for him too.
Stevie Wonder taught him all of that.
And remember when they left, they went to they went to Gamble and Huff and did those 2 albums over in Philly.
Yeah.
Where they're one of the greatest producers. But also Stevie wrote Let's Get Serious for Jermaine Jackson. Remember that song, Let's Get Serious?
Oh, he wrote that that whole album, actually.
Yeah, basically.
In that time period between 76 when he dropped Songs in the Key of Life until he made that Plant album.
That's a great album, though.
It is. But he wrote for Jermaine Jackson. He wrote for Michael Jackson. He wrote for Roberta Flack.
Donnie Hathaway.
Chaka Khan. He wrote for Donnie Hathaway. He wrote for Mike. Wrote Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. He did.
Okay, but Rock With You and Off the Wall are the better songs.
It's not that Michael Jackson did not write songs. I'm not saying he never wrote any songs. He did. However, what I'm saying is he learned how to produce the songs.
So basically you saying that Michael Jackson is the better performer wise, and Stevie's blind and all that. So we know he can't really perform or all that. But Mike's performance is like no other.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. The man the man flew off the stage. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? He didn't have an alphabet card. The man flew off the stage.
And I still remember I was like 4 years old and he did the moonwalk for the first time.
Man. Oh, man.
Well, he learned that. He learned that from the guy from Shalimar.
Jeffrey Daniels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the guy from Shalimar is the guy.
Yeah, Michael never took credit as invented. He never said he invented
Michael Jackson actually said that they taught him, the dude taught him how to do the moonwalk, but everybody overlooks that.
Right.
Because even though he did it, dude was doing that on Soul Train.
Right, on Soul Train, yeah. Yep.
You know who's a monster? Don't get a lot of enough credit, especially because everyone thought it was full of bit. Maurice White was such a monster.
Ooh, of course he was.
Monster, because you hear them play.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and come on, man.
They songs suck without him singing. He was such that root that
Now,
bottom end, that glue to that.
Now you
'Cause
know
he wrote it,
he
produced
came
it
up
before.
under Ramsey Lewis.
Exactly, he was a drummer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right for
Yeah.
the jazz pianist. Yeah.
Producing and writing is two different things. Yeah, for sure.
True, but Stevie and Prince produced and wrote and played by
Yeah.
themselves, one-man band. It's incredible. Without technology, they can
Yo,
just
check this. I'll throw something out at you if you guys haven't seen it yet. Check this out.
oh yeah, Quincy.
There's a James Brown concert, right?
Mhm.
And he does a little interlude thing. And both Michael Jackson and Prince at the same time were at this show. He called Michael Jackson up on stage. Michael Jackson did his thing, and he turned around and he was whispering to James Brown because James Brown didn't know that Prince was there. Then they called Prince up on stage. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's on YouTube.
I've seen that.
Check it out. Those of you who are in the chat room who have never seen it before, check
What
it
is
out.
it? So you said, well, what should I
It's
type?
a James Brown. So you type in James Brown, Michael Jackson, and Prince on stage. That'll probably bring it up.
Yeah, I mean, especially Prince.
He called Michael Jackson up, and I mean, this was during the time when Thriller was banging, when Purple Rain was banging.
About 83, right? That's about 82.
About 83, 84, yeah.
Exactly. I was in high school.
But check this out, though. Hey,
right?
But
82,
83, 84, yeah.
Exactly.
But check this out, though. Hey,
right?
But
First Sons, I think. Okay, never mind. I don't think it was there.
check this out, though.
You got your speakers turned down, First Son, Moti?
But
First Sons, I think. Okay, never mind. I don't think it was there.
check this out, though.
You got your speakers turned down, First Son, Moti?
But
First Sons, I think. Okay, never mind. I don't think it was there.
check this out, though.
You got your
He
speakers.
might have his TV on. His TV might be on, Dad.
Yeah.
Hold
First
on.
Sons, I think. Okay, never mind. I don't think it was
Check this
there. Okay.
He has a point too.
Yeah, he'll
He had a
probably
point.
come back.
Hey.
Yeah, he'll probably come back.
But
Okay.
but hey, but check this out. Who had more influence on like clothes, as far as like clothes and people wanting to look like him and all that? Michael had all that.
But Prince had everyone sounding like him, from Ready for the World to everyone else who was trying to like copy. You're right about Michael, and then I get the age thing.
Yeah.
No. It's like Jazz was saying, is the age group. Me and Michael a little bit older, so we got a bigger swath of it, not making it less or better, but it's all right. Go ahead. Let him speak, Jazz.
Let me see. I hope I don't get kicked off. I don't know what music is getting ready to play, but let's see.
It's a James Brown song.
Thank you. Right now,
Look at that perm.
Can y'all hear it?
we're gonna
Okay.
get hot before we call them. And we start rapping.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
But I got to do it. I got to say it anyway. We got another fantastic people for you. It's too much to be a person. He's just a people. Because he's so beautiful. And I love him for so many years. The surprise is here. A young man I watched grow and grow. Like I said, the artist was so beautiful.
August 20th, 1983.
Time and kiss yourself and count the blessings and thank God each and every day. Just keep happening. I got a new inspiration, a new motivation, because just certain things happen to you, make you feel good. If you will, ladies and gentlemen, very quiet and very humble and very meek and just beautiful and full of talent and just running out of ears. He and his whole family. If you will, let's give another standing ovation for a young man sitting behind you that you have no idea who's in the audience. Michael Jackson, no Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. You can't come up and say something. You gotta come up and say something. Michael Jackson, come on up, man. Come up and say something. You gotta come up and say something.
Now watch this.
I love you, baby. Yeah. I love Oh, I love you.
Look.
Oh my God.
Now watch this. You see him going over. You see him hugging James Brown, right? Look at what he's telling him. He's telling him the Prince is here. He's going to whisper to him. He's telling him the Prince is there. Watch this.
And also, give him a big round of applause because he just insisted that I introduce Prince. He's here. Prince. Prince.
Now watch Prince.
Prince almost fell off the stage.
Yeah.
Prince.
Now Rocky said Mike and Prince didn't like each other. That's not true. Now here comes Prince. Look at this. Look at this.
He's tripping.
All right. All right. Prince, you gotta do something. You gotta do something.
Watch this. I don't know what Prince was thinking, but he did his thing. Watch this.
Yeah, he's tripping right now.
Yeah, Prince was tripping on this joint.
That's all Chris, Charlie Murphy.
He's feeling himself.
Yeah. He gonna knock one. He's like he's gonna knock the lamp over when he leaves. Look at.
Oh Lord, you get naked now? Oh Lord. We all should have brought him up.
Look.
But see, that's the difference between Mike and Prince. See, Mike been in the business for a while, but he know how to do a cameo.
Yep.
This guy trying to take over the stage, man, made a fool out of himself.
Like somebody said in the chat, Prince is a plum fool.
Man, this reminds me when I saw Malcolm and Eddie, man.
Who?
Malcolm and Eddie, and
He took his shirt off.
Look at him. He knocked the. He knocked the lamp over, cuz.
That's a drop the mic moment, huh? He just dropped the mic.
Nah, he made a fool out of himself. That's what he did.
Weird history.
Is that crazy?
Why do they call it weird history?
And they spell weird wrong.
bro, Prince didn't do nothing, man. Prince didn't do nothing.
No,
bro.
he didn't. He did. Hey, let's go back to that. I'm Michael Jackson unofficial legal team. I'm on his legal team.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is First Son's Motif. If y'all not familiar with him, y'all need to check out his channel.
Hey,
He has a whole bunch of videos up on his channel. Check him out. Go ahead, First Son.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys. I was just gonna sit back till y'all start talking about Mike. I had to come in and represent Mike now.
Yes, sir. I need a brother in here.
I gotta represent Mike. I can't have nobody bad mouthing Mike. But nah, you guys are talking about. Is this too loud or what?
No, you fine.
No,
You
you're
fine.
good.
No, you good. You good.
No, it was good conversation. So I said, let me jump in on that. I just think that a lot of people, I think Michael writing gets a lot, a lot of people don't realize, and he don't get a lot of credit for writing, but Michael Jackson, when you look at Prince and Michael Jackson, if I say, well, yeah, Prince is a songwriter, but Prince didn't write the type of hits that Michael Jackson wrote. I mean, even before in the 70s, Mike wrote for the Jacksons too, Heartbreak Hotel, and what was the other one the Jacksons did? I mean,
But that was epic. That was Motown.
I'm just saying him as an artist, period. Because people, I thought you guys were saying like, well, he ain't really like a songwriter.
No. He's not Stevie, but he's not a songwriter.
What I said was he's a songwriter, but he's not a songwriter like Stevie Wonder is. No way.
No. Well, Stevie. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare Michael and Stevie, man. That's kind of weird. It's like because Stevie is like on some deep stuff, like, and Michael is more like party type. Because I mean, you remember they collaborated on a couple times and
Get it and all that.
It came out like garbage. It's just like two different worlds. So I mean, you love them both, but they often they bring different things to the table. So you can't really compare the two.
That's like trying to compare Teddy Riley and Quincy Jones. How you gonna do that, man? How you gonna do that?
I mean,
but you can't compare Michael to Prince, and to me, it's no competition. To me, I love Prince. Prince is a great artist, but Prince is seriously overrated, in my opinion.
Oh my
God. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Purple Rain, man, really.
Oh, you really trying to start something?
I mean,
give him a look, Mike. Give him a look,
seriously overrated, man.
Oh my God.
I mean, think about it, man. Let's break it down. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Break it down so it can be forever and consistently broke. Go ahead, break it down, man.
Now let's be honest, man. Like let's post Purple Rain and let's talk about Prince's work. I mean, seriously, it don't compare to Michael Jackson's. To me,
that bad. And after Thriller, Michael was really done. He was too busy chasing Thriller. He was chasing Thriller.
No, dude, Bad is just as good as Thriller.
Oh my God, there's a few. I just can't stop loving these. Probably the Man in the Mirror, all that. That's Michael started tripping. He started tripping, chasing himself. When all he had to do was sit down there and create. Michael was chasing himself. Believe me, because I'm a Michael fan. And I was in high school when it came out.
It's close to me, man, because you got the way you make me feel. That's banging, man. You got
but that's all,
girl.
That's okay. But you know what though? The difference between that though, Quincy produced that. Stevie and Prince are self-contained. That's the difference. Taking nothing from Mike. I'm a huge Michael fan.
Yeah, but look at Stevie. We're going back to Stevie Wonder now. I was talking about Prince, but if we go back to Stevie Wonder, I mean, Stevie Wonder, his work was garbage in the 80s, man. He was like,
bro.
Jungle Fever was good, though. The music he did for Jungle Fever was good. For Stevie, Mike is looking at you like, James? Is this James reincarnated as first son?
Excuse me.
It's choppy.
Wait a minute now. Stevie Wonder.
I think Jungle Fever was classic music, though. That wasn't at the 80s, or was that the 90s?
No, that was the 80s. Was not like the 70s because he didn't have Bob Cecil. He didn't have Bob Cecil and Bob Margouleff producing with him in the 80s. His stuff was more commercial in the 80s.
Well, how did you talking about the 80s, Mike? Remember that?
What's this?
And All I Do. That was Hotter Than July was in the 80s.
Hotter Than July was 1980, 1981, and he threw that out quickly because everybody thought he lost his mind when he made that Plant album.
A Secret Life of Plant.
Everybody thought now after that, then you have the original Musicarium because he took Hotter Than July carried him into the Musicarium where he threw a lot of his hits together and he put 4 new songs on that. And then you had The Woman in Red, that was another movie soundtrack.
It was a great album.
And then you had In Square Circle, that was in 85.
That's a great album too.
And then you had in 87 the Characters album. The Characters album was 87. And then after that, it was Jungle Fever. Yeah. The Jungle Fever was 91. Yeah,
Yours and mine. Yeah, that album was good.
is all for that.
First Sons. That
Yeah,
album, and that's these
I'm just
three
saying,
words,
like,
yo.
I'm not saying
These
Right.
three words is I love these
Now
three
you're
words.
talking.
That's
What
from
I'm
Jungle
saying is,
Fever.
what I'm saying is his music went more commercial when he did that. I just called to say I love you and all of that. You know, you had to do I do and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that
more
was tight.
commercial. But I'm talking
But
Stevie's
fellas,
funky period was in the 70s when everybody was
Yeah,
funky.
definitely.
yeah,
So
that's
I mean,
true,
but
but
his music wasn't garbage. Now
Is that-
I don't know about all of that.
James, I mean First Sons.
I mean,
Motif.
I mean, to me, it was like some popcorn junk, man. I mean,
It was
I
a
mean,
different.
you go
The
from like
80s,
this
the
soulful
80s were a
to, like,
different era. You had people up there like Michael Jackson who was up there dancing and slipping and
Yeah,
slipping
Michael
and
was straight
sliding
pop.
all over.
Though,
But Stevie
yeah.
Wonder's
Michael
blind
was
as a
straight
bat,
pop.
and he
Yeah.
can't do any slipping and sliding. So he had to do his thing. I mean,
I'm with First Sons, man, but still, fellas,
y'all 30 something. Y'all 32, 33.
Nah, I'm in my 40s.
Are you 40?
Yeah.
He says he's in his 40s.
Hey,
The only ones in
got
their
40.
30s are Brandy and Nassim. That's it. Those only two. That's
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a Stevie fan, but what I'm saying is, like, in the 80s, he was washed up to me.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be real with you.
He's had a lot of classic
in the 80s.
came out in the 80s, though.
I was still listening to the 70s.
I mean,
stuff,
I
giving
just
me
called to
the
say
side
I love you. All those songs, that wasn't
love you,
washed up.
First Sons,
I
but-
get it that it wasn't funky, like Mike said.
Muted.
It wasn't funky, okay, but that
Muted.
was not. Those are some good hits, man. I just called to say I love you, and those songs from the 80s, man. Come on, man.
Nah, man, that ain't no. It ain't soulful though, man. I mean, come on.
Are you trying to say Michael stuff
you have
was
your
more
Neptune?
soulful
Yeah.
than Stevie stuff in the 80s?
Without a
Because
doubt.
Michael stuff was more rock and
Pop,
rollish
garbage.
and pop. It was like
What's that
rock and
photo
roll
on
and
the
pop
dashboard? What is
in the
that?
80s.
What is-
Mike was
what's
more
that on the
soulful in the
dashboard?
70s with his brothers.
Nah.
Off the Wall was kind of soulful.
Oh,
But I
in the
wouldn't
80s
call
too.
Thriller necessarily
was-
soulful.
Rob wrote that.
Thriller was popping, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Lady-
on. I didn't say I didn't like Thriller
Lady
now.
in My
I
Life,
didn't say I didn't
that's
like Thriller
soulful.
album.
Baby
He
Be
was-
Mine.
I love Baby Be Mine. A lot of people hate that song. I like that
That's
song.
funky,
No,
man.
that's a great song.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a
he was
tutorial for Baby Be Mine. That's how
he
much
was
I like
still-
it. I
And
have a
the girl is
tutorial
mine.
for
and
it.
you probably got about four. You probably got about 4 views on that tutorial.
Now, let me see. I'm gonna look it up now. I'm gonna look it up now.
Stop.
Like,
Go
who
ahead.
wants to learn how to play "Baby Be Mine"?
No, that's a great song.
Hey, Baby Be Mine is better than anything that Stevie Wonder put out in the 80s.
Oh my
What?
God. You know what?
Oh, get him out of here. He's out of here. We'll see you in a minute, Fred.
Oh, believe it or
outta
not,
I'm
Mike,
gonna follow get you up out of here.
Come on,
We didn't have a nap.
hold up. Hey, Mike, I actually have about 10,000 views on Baby Be Mine.
That's a great song, Mike.
I do have about
Wow.
10,000 views. Look at that.
You must have a bunch of people who want to learn how to play the whole Thriller album.
It's 10,000. It might be hard to see. 10,673 for Baby Be Mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
I can't even tell you how that song went. That's how
And I only have one thumbs down on it. Only
Wow.
one thumbs. And Mike, don't go over there and put the second thumbs down on it.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna mess with it. I ain't gonna mess with it like that.
151 thumbs up and only one thumbs down.
That song,
Wow.
I'm telling y'all, boy, that song is underrated. People, y'all just don't know it.
But
No, I
that's
like
Rod
First Sons.
That's Rod
That
Temperton.
song is a very nice song. I do like it. I like that song.
Rod Temperton. That's Rod
This was
Temperton.
June 6, 2017. So in 2 years, it picked up 10,000 views, man.
Wow. Well, hey, how about that?
I don't know about the garbage stuff, First Sons.
At the end of the day,
Go see who's trying to play. I just called to say I love you. First of all, you ain't got to get no tutorial for it because it's like 2 chords or something.
How about? Oh my God!
Hey,
Anyway,
if you want to talk about hard songs, Stevie Wonder has given us plenty of songs that you cannot just sit down and play 2 chords for.
yeah,
You was talking about For Your Love. How many keys is For Your Love in? Like
It's probably like 4
5
chords.
different keys. And that song came out in the 90s. Look, that song came out in the 90s.
Jazz, how about Too
Hey,
High?
how did it go? Boom, 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 boom.
How about Too High?
Yeah.
How difficult is that to play?
All right, Too High. What about Too High, First Sons?
Nah,
What about the song Too
I'm
High?
just having fun, y'all.
You are.
I'm with First Sons, man. I'm with First Sons.
We do this all the time. Your First Sons, you already know we do. This is not your first time on here, man.
Yeah, we do.
No,
I'm
no, no,
You know
no.
what we do.
I'm trying to pluck, just pick a jaw just to have some fun.
Yeah, 'cause I know you definitely. I'm like, dude, like, what
Hey,
are you? What is you high?
bro.
You
This
just
guy
see
must be
on the
high.
music video, right? First Sons.
It's
The-
garbage.
Did you see that?
Garbage.
What video?
Bruh.
You're on Scorpio B, the lady up next to me.
Oh, I
She
know.
has yeah, you're on that video called Merry Christmas and the Happy New Year. It's on her channel. I played it earlier tonight, and you're in the video because you
You got
you
a
were
new,
on the
you got
live
a new
stream.
video out?
Yeah, you on the
Oh, yeah,
video.
we didn't see that.
I'm
We didn't see
about
that.
to play it right now so everybody can calm down for a second. I can play it one more time because this is for people. This was like it was not saying Get Fit or Die Trying, and Brandy put this song together, and then Brandy put the video, and you're in the video.
Oh,
You didn't
really?
know that? I didn't tell you. I thought I told you was in this video, man. Hold up.
No.
See if I can find it. I'm gonna find it for you. Hold up. All right, check this out. Check this out. All right, hold up. Yeah, let's take everybody catch their breath for a second.
Man, it came in here and pissed everybody off.
Everybody, calm down. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Merry Christmas.
This is for the House of Jazz live stream.
And a happy new year. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Clap your hands, it's the holiday cheer. Wherever you
That's
stand,
Get
all
Fit or
across
Die
the world.
Trying rapping, y'all. If y'all wondering who's that rapping, he's
Lord
right here.
have mercy.
Him rapping.
Go to Cash
Your
Money.
regular old Run DMC.
No, that's Cash Money.
And that's some good candy right there.
Love to the House of Jazz Live. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Love to the live hand. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Merry Christmas and a happy new year. Rock it all, so B.O.B. Yeah,
There you go, First Son. There you go, right there. See,
Oh,
that?
that's cool, man. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to show you that you was in the video, so that's why I said you're not new to this, man.
Oh, no.
You know what you sound like?
If you want to get me up here talk about Michael Jackson or Stacey Lattisaw,
Oh no, not Stacey Lattisaw. Oh no. Oh no, not Stacey. Not Stacey
Fresh
Lattisaw.
Counts Florida said you tripping calling the music trash, though.
Yeah, he is.
Like you definitely tripping.
who? Stevie?
I guess that's what he's referring
Oh,
to.
he ain't-
I'm assuming that's what he's referring to.
Oh yeah.
Hold up. Did y'all hear
But
him?
then somebody said First Son's talking facts, though, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, somebody just playing around.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking no facts.
Come on,
Hey, yo,
man.
Nobody got to hear no love light and flight.
Come on,
to the
man.
chat room. Hey, First Sons, reach your screen right now. I wasn't paying attention to the messages in the chat room.
Let's say-
They said ban you indefinitely from the beginning.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey yo.
Okay, y'all
Hey, wait a
can
minute, hold
love
up.
light and flight all y'all want to.
See if y'all remember this.
You got jungle fever.
See if y'all remember this from back in the day. You heard my man rapping on that Merry Christmas. Y'all remember back in the day they had this thing called Crazy Calls. They had this thing called Crazy Calls where you could order an actual tape.
Oh,
People with answering machines. He sounded like the guy that was on that one joint. The guy who was rapping. Wait for the beep. You gotta leave your name. You gotta leave your number. Wait for the beep.
Nah, but I heard, I like that Jungle Fever 2 songs on. That's it. But the rest of it, I think I bought that.
I Go Sailing is a great song on
Yes,
that
it
album.
is. Yes, it is. I
Yeah,
go.
I Go Sailing is a beautiful song.
And there's
Which
another song on there. It's called
Make Sure You're Sure.
No, it's called If She Breaks Your Heart. There's a woman
Yeah.
singing it.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful song. You got Fun Day is all that.
Yeah, Fun Day is all that. These three
Check
words
this out.
so
Check this out.
every time I
If y'all
listen
seen
to
the
these three
movie,
words,
if y'all seen the movie Jungle Fever, at the end of the movie when the credits was running, there's a song that Stevie is singing. It's on it's not on any of his albums. It's a song called Feeding Off the Love of the Land.
Oh, the Land,
Him
yeah, that's
playing
a
the
beautiful
piano.
song.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful song.
It's like State Gold from the.
so it's not just
yeah.
two chords, right? It's not just two chords like First.
No.
First Sons.
Anybody listening to the first one? Anybody listening to Mr. Wait for the Beat?
No, even my boy Jodeci You know it's bad when somebody redo your song and you a legend and they do it better than you.
Oh my God!
you trying to say
Get him
Jodeci
out of here.
Take him
better?
out now. He's done now.
Get him out of here.
Everyone's
Done now.
All right,
Done
all right, man. You got to go, Mr. Wait for the beat. You got to go. Wait for the beat. You gotta leave your name.
No, wait for the hook. Give him the hook now. Give him the hook.
Exactly.
That was it.
Oh,
That was it. Give him talking talk.
No, he's just talking to be talking now. You out of your mind.
tell me I'm lying.
You lying.
You lying.
You
Okay,
lying. You
Stevie's
lying
version
like
is
a
better
rug.
than Jodeci's.
Hell yeah, it was better. Are you
Come
kidding
on, man.
me?
Come
Are you
on, man.
kidding?
Come on, man.
I'll be honest. I never heard of Lately until Jodeci did it first.
Oh my God!
So once I heard,
You showing
once
your
I
age.
went back and I listened to Stevie, I was like, oh wow. Yeah,
Like,
Steve,
all I do is
you
think
know what I'm
about
saying? It was like, same thing with Ripping in the Sky. The first time I ever heard Ripping in the Sky, Intro sung it. The
Oh
group
my God!
Intro.
Oh my
As much as
Oh my God!
Intro,
That's a
Intro
musical
did a great
program.
job. Intro did a great job, but when I went back and listened to Stevie Wonder's
No
version,
comparison.
I was
Okay,
like, oh yeah.
so
Stevie,
Your Honor,
Stevie
can I ask
number
a
one.
question, Your Honor?
What you say? First one?
Your Honor, can the council ask a question?
No.
No, you way off, man.
Yeah,
Get
not
out of here.
you.
No.
Hey,
Somebody else can ask
tell
me.
me a song a remake of Michael Jackson that somebody did better.
Next thing you gonna tell me Britney Spears is
Please
better
tell
than
me
Stevie
one
Wonder.
Michael
That's the
Jackson
next thing.
song that
Exactly,
somebody remade it and did it better.
Who
Then you
remakes
won.
Michael Jackson songs? No one remakes his
Yeah,
songs.
Someone's gonna make that.
Yeah, they do.
Who's remade a Michael Jackson song?
Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Which
she's
one?
garbage
Oh,
too.
I'll be there. Okay, that's not better than Jackson 5's. No,
And that's
I like
what's
Mariah
that,
Carey. I just did it to. I
what's
just did
that
a
group
do
that Silk did Lady in My Life? Let's see. It's been a
But
few
that's
people.
Oh
not
yeah,
Jackson,
somebody
though.
did do Lady in My Life, but no one's done it better than Michael. Lady
I
in My
know.
Life, no one's done it better than Michael. No
No.
one has. No
No.
one has.
It's been a few people tried.
There'll be no darkness. No, nobody sung it the way Mike sing it. No.
No.
But you're right. I have heard somebody redo that song. I don't know who it was, but
Oh my God,
That's just garbage for sons. I mean, go trash and
I'm
garbage.
just talking the real now. This is the real I'm talking. Hey, I love Stevie Wonder though. Don't get me wrong.
No, you don't. No,
Yeah, I
you
do.
don't.
they're like, no, you don't.
I love Stevie Wonder.
You worse than Donald
Stevie
Trump,
be
man.
tripping, man. Stevie be tripping.
Exactly. And he's-
You worse than Donald Trump, man. Get off here.
Hey, Stevie be tripping.
All I
Stevie be
think
over
that,
singing sometimes, man.
All
Oh,
I
my
could think of you.
Oh, you said Stevie wanted to be over singing sometimes?
Hey, now
But
check
you
that
know
out.
what he
Wait a
does
minute.
sometimes
Hold on.
over.
You know,
That
now,
is
you
true.
know,
That's
you know
true.
Stevie Wonder's song "All I Do."
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know who is originally supposed to sing that?
Who? Michael
Tammy
Jackson?
Terrell. No, Tammy Terrell.
No, she did sing it. It's
Yeah,
a
she
version
did.
of her
It is a recorded. It is a recorded version of it out, but that was supposed to have been her song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
don't
don't
know
agree
about
with this
all that.
statement. I don't agree with this. Someone said that Donnell's Jones knocked me off
That's
my
garbage
feet.
Well, I
too.
tell
Was
you.
better than Stevie's.
That's garbage too. That's
And
garbage.
here's the funny thing. Here's another
funny.
example of the first time I ever heard of "Knocks Me Off My Feet"
So
was
funny.
Donnell Jones
Yeah,
version
me too.
first.
That's
But when I
garbage.
went back and listened to Stevie, I was like, no, Stevie's version is
Y'all crazy,
infinitely
man.
better.
And I like
It's
Darnell Jones.
infinitely better. And
I
the
like
first
Darnell
time I
Jones.
heard it was Donnell Jones.
Okay, well, y'all remember Superwoman? That's a super
Superfly.
I know you better not even mess with Superwoman.
I know.
Donnie hooked that. Donnie sound better than me.
No.
Get him
It
out
sounds
of here.
good.
Donnie
did what's going on, but I like Marvin's version better.
he
Marvin's
did
version is great.
he did Superwoman.
Yeah, he did. But he gave it. If you listen to the live album after out here at the Palladium, he gives credit to Stevie Wonder. He says a musical genius.
Yeah. Right
Now-
before he stole his song.
You know what? See, you know what? Jumpy Keys.
I thought you
had
said that you're not. We're going to let nobody up here on this panel to come up here and cause trouble, man.
I did say that earlier. I sure enough did say that earlier too.
I'll chill out.
This is fun.
I only
Please.
come up here once in a while, y'all.
He just instigating.
I was going to end this live stream an hour ago, but then it started getting good. So you see, I'm still here. So now,
Yeah, we had to make up for all that new edition foolishness that you was going on about.
Y'all talking about new
Which
edition?
is all right.
So if I told y'all we was going to come back. I told y'all we was
Oh
going to
my
come
God,
back.
Bruce came in here with a mess. You don't stir the pot.
Yeah.
No, not seen over
He's
there.
just coming up here to be saying something about something. I don't know.
That Mike thing kind of hit me, man. I got to defend Mike, man.
Yes, sir. I feel
The
you.
greatest, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys gonna get the penny loafers on with your glitter socks and your glove, and y'all gonna do the whole album.
Well, a lot of people would disagree with me when I said that his death was an actual mob hit.
Who, Michael?
Yep.
Well, I know it was
In
a
the
murder.
hot shot like Sonny Liston.
I don't know if it was a mob hit, but it was definitely a murder. It wasn't no accident.
He was murdered.
Yeah, it was
He was
not an
killed.
accident. No, he was murdered. Now, whether it was the mob or someone else, I don't know. But the mob does own the music industry, and he was talking about the top people, you know, Tony Mottola and all those people. He did call them out in those speeches. So yeah, it could have been the mob, but it definitely was not.
Like
it,
I
it
said,
was a murder.
you know who his manager was, right?
Nah, who was his manager at the time?
His manager was a man named Frank DeLeo.
Mike was so troubled. He was so troubled. It's really sad. When
Now
Mike
I tell you who Frank DeLeo is. Frank DeLeo. Have you ever seen Goodfellas? Y'all ever see the movie Goodfellas?
Yeah. I never watched it, but I know it's a popular movie.
You remember the guy who played Tootie? You know this kid? You deliver mail to this kid's house? If another letter from that school comes to that kid's house, in the oven you're gonna go. You remember that? The guy's name was Tootie in the Goodfellas movie. Well, that was Frank DeLeo. Frank DeLeo played Tootie in that movie.
And he was Michael Jackson's manager too?
Yes.
He was an actor? Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of smoke there. Here in the Philly mob, they had a guy who was the underboss of Nicky Scarfo, was supposed to marry the other, one of the underboss's daughters or something, and the guy pulled out of it. Well, they had him killed. But guess who was supposed to sing at that wedding?
Well, Michael?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They all lived in Vegas. They all stayed in Vegas. The doctor's from Vegas. One of the Jackson people, I can guarantee you, somebody still live in Vegas.
Wasn't Michael Jackson wasn't he in California when he died though?
Yes, but I'm saying, but he had a house in Vegas too.
Well, yeah, I know Neverland
was
was
in Vegas.
Yeah, Neverland was in Vegas. Yeah,
Neverland,
right?
Neverland was in California, but he had a house in Vegas. The doctor was from Vegas. There's a whole lot of Vegas going on up in there. Now, you know the mob is in Vegas.
Well, yeah,
you know they're in Vegas.
You got the gambling up there. Of course they're there. Yeah,
you know they're in Vegas.
Clearly.
Where are you from, First Sons?
Carolina.
Oh Lord, no wonder that's you right there. The man
he's down there from where James is from. James.
I just stick to real, man.
You just stick with Duke and UNC.
I stick with the real.
You tell us about
man.
Tell us about how Ray
I've been listening to music
bumped off.
I've been listening to music since I had ears, bro.
All right, Spider-Man.
It was in his mama's tummy.
I came out the womb. I was in the womb listening to music.
Right, well, you listen to the wrong music. You talking about
Nah, I mean, what I'm saying wrong?
Huh?
I don't know what you said right.
What am I saying wrong?
I'm trying to figure out when you gonna say something right.
Yeah,
help me out, man.
You'll say, what did I say wrong? He was like, I'm waiting for you to say something right.
I mean, come on, hey, Don't Drive Drunk shouldn't be a song, man.
Why not? It's not people from driving drunk.
People need to hear it. Obviously not.
He needs to make a song now called "Don't Drive and Text." How about that?
Nobody want to hear Stevie Wonder sing that. Okay, that's why you used to trip me out with the artists. Okay, yeah, you know, we want to hear a message every now and then, but man.
So what's Blood on the Dance Floor then? What is that one?
I wasn't about that. I mean, I really didn't like that either, to tell you the truth. But I'm just saying,
you know what?
like,
You know what's really sad about Mike towards the end? Because I love me some Mike, but towards the end, Michael stopped singing and he started grunting.
Now, wait a second. Now check this out. I'm gonna throw this
out
at you.
Towards the end.
I'm gonna throw this out at you.
Great voice. Even when the Wiz, great voice.
You know, it was rumored that Michael Jackson's next album was supposed to be produced by guess who?
Who?
Prince.
Man, Prince, what? Man, come on.
No way.
You know, it was rumored that now, if you want to go back to YouTube again, Prince gave an interview. Believe it or not, he actually gave an interview and was saying you never know what's going to happen, because somebody asked him about Michael Jackson, not the Chris Rock interview, but somebody asked him about Michael Jackson, and he was saying you never know what's going to happen.
Michael Jackson wouldn't let Prince produce his record. Prince too smart to produce Michael Jackson music.
Who's your favorite artist? Name some of your artists first.
Exactly.
I want to hear this.
My
Name
favorite artist. What, right now or what?
I mean,
No.
just period. Just
It-
who are your
overall.
influences? Some of your
Overall.
All
influences.
times?
I swear, if you say Cisco,
Nah.
That's what Nassim gonna say.
Yo,
Nassim right above
I'm
you.
gonna
Hey,
say
Mike,
Don't-
right
don't
above
go
you.
there.
my favorite
above
artist
you,
of all
Mike.
time.
That's
Probably,
one of Cisco's one of his favorite artists, yo.
no, probably
You know,
Baby
hey, Mike,
J,
you know,
Michael
hey,
Jackson.
Mike, you know what? He's drinking Cisco. You know what I'm saying? He's drinking some Cisco.
Nah.
first Sons Motif, his favorite artist has got to be Count Dracula.
Nah.
Or somebody. Unbelievable. Look,
I would say Face, Face, Donnie, Stevie.
Oh no!
oh no, you
all
can't
that
put
fucking on
Stevie in it.
I mean 70s. I ain't buying nothing post. I might go 1980. That's about it.
Oh,
And the only reason I'm listening to it lately because Jodeci did it.
Oh my god! All I do is think about
let's see,
you.
what else? Drew Hill.
Oh, garbage.
Yes, sir.
Oh no!
Man, don't call Drew Hill garbage, man. I went to
I
don't
high
know
school
nothing.
with him, man.
Don't
Respect,
talk
man. Come on now. I
Don't
just
talk
saw
to
one of
Chord.
them in church 2 weeks ago. Okay, one of the members was in church just 2 weeks ago. Y'all can't be talking.
That's
But
right.
mainly,
All the niggas need to go to
mainly I
church.
like
The
gospel.
one that's not in the group anymore, but still,
I really get
All
it.
of them need to go to church.
right.
Jazz
Jazz was in
My
church.
favorite's gonna be gospel, man. I don't really R&B people are all right, but they don't really, the real.
I mean, one of my favorites is Keith. Not Keith. Mitchell from Commission. Mitchell's probably my favorite singer out of
From
Commission.
Commission.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keith.
Oh no, his voice. I love his voice.
Yeah, Mitchell Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
love.
probably my favorite out of all
Yeah,
of
the
them.
one that sings "The Ordinary Just Won't
Oh
Do."
yeah,
I
Mitchell
love listening
Jones.
to him sing that song. Even when Commission was in concert like a couple of weeks ago, and my sister recorded it because she was there, and Mitch still sounds good singing that song.
Yeah.
And that was just a few weeks ago. He still sounds good.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Just became a now you talk about oversinging. Like what's his name? He just became a bishop and he's solo.
Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, I can't take him.
And he oversings too.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
do it too much.
I cannot
Stevie
take
Wonder is sometimes Stevie Wonder oversings too. He does.
Yeah.
But
nothing like Marvin Sapp.
everybody got something that you can point out. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right
And
about Marvin Sapp.
And
Yeah,
I love Cisco, and he oversings all the time.
yeah, he sure does. He
You
sure
know
does.
what I'm saying? You know
Oh
what
my
I'm saying?
god. Oh my god.
That's a Cisco
Prince
fan
was
right there. Hey, Mike,
Wow.
now you're next to the Cisco fan. You used to be underneath him.
Bruh.
Now you're right next to Cisco's number
That's because
one.
Brandy stepped out because Motif came in here talking all that
Yo,
foolishness.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the real right here.
Oh Lord, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
tell you how. I'm gonna tell you. Bro, when you get a chance, go on YouTube and look at I think Red Bull did a thing with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis about
Oh boy.
A
and
2-hour
they tell
interview.
you-
You
they
talking about like
tell
2
you
hours?
that Prince stole their stuff. They
Are you-
saying it so many ways. They say Prince used to come in. They used to do their thing, and then they say like right after that they would go to Prince on the Revolution session, and they would say, "Dad, it's like almost the same stuff that they had just was doing." I'm
Are you
telling
talking about when they did that
Once
2-hour?
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis left Prince label, Prince wasn't the same, man. Go back and look at the timeline. He was not the same. He was stealing their stuff, man. He was stealing all their stuff.
Oh,
But
no.
are you talking about the interview that took like 2 hours for them? To
Yeah.
do?
And they're
I
talking
watched
about,
that from beginning to end. Yeah, I do
yeah.
remember saying something.
They were he was saying that they didn't come out and say it, but you got to read between the lines what he's saying.
Yeah,
Prince
they
was
did
stuff,
allude
man.
to it. They did allude to the fact that Prince was like, that sounds like
Think
about
about it. Do the timeline, man. When the last time Prince really had a big record? Mid 80s. What time? When about what time did the
I don't know because that Diamonds and Pearls was pretty good there.
Yeah, they had diamonds and pearls and stuff on it. That was pretty deep.
Man, he was on no reputation at that point.
What?
Diamonds and pearls. Man, come on, man.
Oh my god.
Hey man, don't talk about that. I love that song.
No, I'm just saying compared to the earlier stuff. Compare his, you know what I'm saying?
So let me
Prince,
see.
Prince wasn't even the by then when that came out, he didn't have a good 15 years in the industry.
Prince been in the industry for a long time, man.
Well, what the late, mid of the late 70s?
Yeah, somewhere around
no,
the time I was born. Yeah, he came out.
Michael Jackson had about 20 albums out then.
Oh,
did not have
somebody
20
get this
albums.
man out of here.
I don't even think Michael Jackson has 20 albums altogether, do we?
Jackson 5 too. I got the whole set. I got a whole like anthology of the Jackson 5. That thing like
Well,
5.
maybe if you add the Jackson 5 stuff, it might be.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like yeah, when you add the Jackson 5, they had about 20 albums. He got about 20 albums.
This guy's funny.
Hey, you know.
But Michael started early though. That's a good point. Michael
That ain't his
started
fault.
early. He got discovered at the age of what? 2?
What I'm saying is, okay, so if you do the math, okay, Prince came out.
Do the math. Michael got
78, right?
as a
And
little
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis left whatever his record label was, somewhere, I'm gonna just guess around 1984, 85. What did Prince do post 1985?
We just said Diamonds and Pearls.
Yeah,
Diamonds and Pearls. There you go.
We just said Diamonds and
I
Pearls.
like Raven to the Joy Fantastic.
he only did 2 movies. He only did about 2 movies.
Raspberry Beret.
Oh, that's a classic.
Man, Prince couldn't even keep it. Man,
Oh,
I'm
my
good.
I
with
think
Prince.
like Raven to
Why
the
did you
Joy
let him on here?
Fantastic. Raven to the
Prince
Joy
is an
Fantastic.
arrogant sucker. He was an arrogant sucker, and I only listen to his music. After 1984, I ain't got nothing to do with Prince.
But you was born in 84. I mean, so what do you know?
Nah, I'm just saying.
You was born in 84.
Fantastic rave.
Yes,
That was it.
I don't know.
You know when he came out with
he go sign
what album
a
was
record deal, a bad deal with Warner Brothers record, and then you will get mad about it because you signed a daggone bad deal. Man, come on, man, that's some punk.
Because he didn't know about it back then, but once he learned about it, he
Oh my God.
The reason why a lot of us know about bad record deals, one of the reasons is because he wrote "slave" on his face, and we all found out what happened. That's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why we know about bad. So he was educating, man.
So he gonna sabotage your whole legacy just to prove a point.
It's not sabotage. His legacy is intact.
Man, I'm sitting up here playing my game on this dude. I can't believe he's coming out his face with this foolishness.
Well, he's making up
Out of
stuff
his
to try to
mind.
start something, I think. But
That's what he's doing. He's just sitting up here talking to be talking, man. You gotta be kidding me.
That Batman album. Name me 3 songs off of it.
Say what?
That Batman album. Name me 3 songs off of it.
He
Okay.
did a Batman album.
Yeah.
Man,
You got Bat Dance. You got Bat Dance. You got Insatiable. Right? No. Insatiable wasn't on that. Insatiable was Diamonds and Pearls, but there was a slow joint that was on there.
So you don't remember the name of it.
Give me a second.
You know what? You tell me,
I don't know any.
Adore? You like Adore?
Adore ain't on there.
No, Doors
Like
on
Adore?
Not on there. Nope.
Oh my God, I'm done.
Adore ain't up there, bro.
What did he say? I know he didn't say nothing about a door.
He's making his point, y'all. Do y'all realize that he's making his point?
I'm getting ready to go and have a drink on this dude, man.
Exactly.
You may as well go ahead and cut him out the picture, man. That's why Brandy left. That's why Brandy left. Brandy even got tired of him. Brandy stayed on the
Brandy
call
probably got a
all
phone
night.
call or something. Brandy
Man.
usually leaves out when she
My
gets a
point,
phone
though,
call.
man.
Like that.
No,
Okay.
no.
That Around the World in a Day. Name me 3 songs off of it.
America,
Yeah, Pop Life,
Raspberry Beret,
Raspberry
and Pop
Beret.
Life. And Pop Life.
Okay, I give you that.
Okay, now you name me 3 songs.
Around the
on
World in
the
a Day was a hit.
Say what?
Was
Now,
it a
you
hit?
know, wait a minute. Now,
If there
hold
was
up.
any of them hits.
Hey, hold up. You know the song Pop Life, you know who he was singing about, right?
Who
No.
that?
Rick James.
Oh, Slick Rick.
Yeah. Because you know that's when they was that's when they had their beef.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So anyway.
I mean, you know, you just touched tonight. That's all.
The man make a song
You touched.
Alphabet Street. Okay, the Avenue Alphabet Street on it. Name me 2 songs or 3 songs. Just give me 2 off that one.
Grant's. Anastasia.
And When Two Are in Love.
When Two Are in Love's a
Oh,
cold.
y'all are a true fan because I know nobody else know them songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a cold cut.
I don't know any Prince songs. 0. Except the one that Jazz did a tutorial on, and I forget the name of it. That's
You guys like Cisco.
Oh, Jazz.
You guys drinking Cisco and like Cisco. You guys drink
Jazz,
Cisco.
I saw that comment you put up, KC, about KC was he said Cisco was better than KC or something like that.
No, it is right here.
Soul KC style.
Oh, we know that. That's common knowledge.
Yeah, that is common. That is common knowledge.
Yeah,
But do you know that even Cisco said it one time? Cisco,
Yeah.
what he said was, when I did Tell Me, I tried my best to sound like KC.
Well,
But
you
then
know what,
then he claimed the other songs he wasn't trying to sound like KC.
Yeah.
Well, you can
But
say
I'm like,
Aaron
oh yes,
Hall
you
stole
were.
from
Yes, you
Charlie
were.
Wilson, then like Aaron Hall from Guy stole from Charlie
Oh
Wilson.
yeah, but yeah, and
Oh, I
and
mean, everyone gets
But-
from somebody.
But yo,
Yeah,
that was the whole point of Drew Hill was they're supposed to be able to take over what Jodeci did. That was the whole point of them being in the industry. That was the whole point of being there. Of
I
taking
can
over
respect
Jodeci.
that. At least they gave
Exactly.
props.
Kick
Some
him off
people
the
be speaking
panel.
style and then don't say nothing.
And first
Yeah.
song, read below. Read that below.
I know you're gonna kick first one off the panel. Now look.
Hey, but yo, Stokely stole Raphael Sadiq.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, he
no,
did,
no, he
man.
didn't.
He's
No,
like
he
he
didn't.
sound like a
They have a
version of,
similar
Raphael
voice.
Sadiq.
No, he didn't.
I mean, I admit that they have a similar voice, but that's
But
not
they're totally
stealing.
different.
Right.
They're
That's not stealing if your voice just naturally sounds like
register.
someone else's. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they're totally different.
that's not stealing. If
Stokely's more jazzy than
Stokely
Then,
is way better than Ralph Sadiq. Way better.
No,
Stokely
man.
is way better.
Yeah, I think
Stokely got-
Stokely. I mean,
Yeah,
and
he
look,
got-
and both of them are musicians, and both of them was in the band. They're both singers, but I do think Stokely is a little bit better.
got him. He
I
got him
think
a little
Stokely
bit.
better.
He
I don't
got him.
know.
Yeah.
I like Just Me and You by Raphael.
Yeah, that's
It's
his group.
garbage.
Tony. Yeah.
Garbage though. Like on the real, all the Tony stuff. That stuff is good, but his solo stuff is garbage.
Just me and you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
That was in Boys in the Hood. Remember when they played that?
And
Boys in
what's
the
the
Hood?
other one? Don't worry about a damn thing, babe. Oh no, that's Me and You. Is that one just Me and
Don't
You?
worry. Yeah, that line is in the song. Don't worry about it.
But it's another song.
Get Involved.
Solo from another movie soundtrack is good too. It's
It's
another
called
one.
Get Involved. One of them songs, I think.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
never
That's the name
rains
of the
in
slow song on the
Southern
Bad Taste. They had some
California.
Scandalous.
Yeah, Tony had.
And Lucy Pearl was good. That Lucy Pearl stuff was good. But outside of
Yeah.
Lucy Pearl, And I like Raphael. He's from Oaktown.
I like him too. I like him too.
Right.
Yeah, from Oakland.
Hey, what's your favorite Prince song?
Me?
Anybody?
Oh gosh, too many of them. Well, Fergus Sons don't have one, but it's like too many.
Yeah, I do. I got the Purple Rain. That was one of the first. I remember
Garbage.
my
That's
birthday
his
one year.
least good one.
Zero.
Nah.
To be honest with you, my favorite Prince song is a song that he actually redid. Actually, it's not his song, and "Bet You by Golly Wow."
Oh yeah.
When I hear him sing that song,
Really?
and I look at the video for it, I'm like on another. He takes me away,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
like
like,
that.
"This is."
Is that the
Prince
one
at his
where
best.
is that the one where Dominique Dawes was in the video?
His wife at the time was in the video.
Okay.
His wife at the time,
Okay.
and she
Who
was
did that originally?
yeah, but
'Cause
that
that's
but he
Philadelphia's
did.
sound.
He redid "Bet You by Golly Wow," and
Yeah,
I
I didn't
mean,
like that.
I honestly like that better than the original, and I like
I
the
did
original
too.
"Bet You by Golly Wow."
Was that Blue
But I
Magic?
like Prince's version better.
Yeah,
I
they
do
did the
too.
original.
And that's the only song I know from him, and that's I love it.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
I've seen.
Now, I don't know, man. I
seen.
probably had to go back and say 1999, man.
You two need a hug. You were first.
Exactly.
1999
You don't know what y'all talking about.
Y'all-
The doggone, what's the name? Oh my God. No, I think I'd say Prince is my favorite Prince song would probably be it's between two of them, and one of them is called "Lady Cab Driver,"
Yeah.
and then the other one,
1999.
the other one is man, I just thought of it.
I like She's Always in My Hair. 17
No.
Days.
What's the name? Is the Ballad of Dorothy Parker?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my joint.
Times, yeah.
That was my joint.
Starfish and Coffee is a good jam, too.
Oh Lord, here we go.
What y'all know about
Yes,
that?
sir.
What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that? Oh man, I love this, man. It's like I don't know what Prince did that made it so. I don't know. He just did something with that song for me.
It's a
man.
beautiful song, man.
And that was based off of the key that he did it in too. And I was listening to his version when I was doing that. I just love.
Whose
But anyway,
original was that? Was that Blue Magic or something like that?
it,
It's
it, it was one of those Earl Melton. No, it was
No,
who was
Stylistics.
Style.
but
That's
yeah, it's a Philly because I
Yeah.
knew it was a Philly song.
Stylistics. Yeah, Stylistics. That's it.
You know who doesn't get a lot of credit is Tom Bell. That Philly man, Mike, where you live at, that music is so thick over there, man.
Yeah.
Like Gambling Huff with
Oh
Tom
yeah, the
Bell
Philly
now.
sound. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
Philly.
but the politics here are just, dude. The politics here is just unbelievable, and it's always been that way. But you have to give Gambling Huff their credit, man, because they're.
Oh my God.
You have to
Oh
give
my
them their
God.
credit. Delphonics, they're from here.
Yeah. Yep.
TP, OJ's. I mean, well, OJ's from Ohio, but that Philly sound is,
Yeah.
all that spinner stuff came from over there. I mean, catalog.
Spinners were actually signed to Motown.
Yeah.
And
Because
Stevie
Stevie
Wonder
Wonder wrote
wrote
It's a
He
Shame.
wrote their song. He wrote "It's a Shame" for them.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah.
First Son's motif. He wrote.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Garbage Trash.
Nah, y'all, let me clarify the statement. My statement was in the 1980s. Now, I love the songs in the Key of Life now. Don't get me wrong.
First finales, songbook, talking. Steve was a pioneer musician and
Yeah, you and I.
Yeah,
I didn't care too much for the Stevie Motown though. It's all right, but
Jam didn't
I like
Flowers by the Emotions. That was Maurice White thing right there.
Yeah, Flowers. Yeah.
We hold the key.
And the Jones Girls was over there too from Philly.
Yeah,
The Jones Girls was
That's a shame, man. Two of the Jones Girls are gone. One of them died of breast cancer, I think, and then the other one got hit by a car.
Really?
The Jones Girls, that's the one that Escape redid their song.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But my favorite song by the Jones Girls got to be "Nights Over Egypt."
Yeah, Nights Over Egypt. Yeah,
I got on 4 different playlists on my iPod, and every time I turn the thing on and I'm in my car, "Nights Over Egypt" come on.
You know what's funny? Because I just love that man was another good one. Remember that one?
No.
Yeah, well then if you listen to it, yeah.
Because I'm busy listening to "Nights Over Egypt." Because I want to go to Egypt. I really want to go to Egypt, man. That's got to be something that I do before I check up out of here, man. I've got to go and see.
The pyramids.
My favorite song by the Jones Sisters is the only song I know by them. Who Can I Run To? And of course, I only know that song because of Escape.
Yo, man, I would love to see you do a tutorial on "Nights Over Egypt," man. That would be great.
Well, I can't help you with "Nights Over Egypt," but I can help you with Escape.
We're so excited.
I can help you with Escape.
Yeah, well, easily. Let's not put the commercials on. We're so excited.
Always want.
Hey, so you do Teddy Pendergrass, Chaz? Have you done the Teddy Pendergrass?
Y'all know I'll be knowing the words.
Yeah, you know about Teddy after the accident.
Teddy was still good even after the accident to me.
Okay, I messed up, but anyway, that's cool. Go ahead. I still trying to play the song though, so it's all
Yo, you got to check "Nights Over Egypt," man. You'll love that.
Yeah.
Dude, I am so sick and tired of seeing these doggone jeans hung up on my door. Let me take these things down.
you know you have a fascination with them jeans, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hang them right here. I'm gonna keep them here all week.
You gotta save that when he gets back also though. He can hear that. That's hilarious. I'm gonna hang it right there.
That's right. D's not on here this week. That's right. Yeah. You know, D is somewhere in the world doing this. So D, if you're out there, it's nothing.
Was that Dre Day? Was that Dre Day?
It's a joke. It's a joke. Usually D is on most of these live streams, and one time she really was not paying attention to us, and we was in a deep discussion, and she had her headphones on, and she totally wasn't. She was just bopping her head, right? And we was trying to talk to her like, "Hey D," and she was just. And then I started playing this like while she was doing that, and it looked like that's what she was doing. It looked like she was actually jamming to Still Dre.
Yeah.
So ever since that happened,
that
so ever since that happened, every time she comes on every week, I usually play that at least once just to make a as a reference to when that happened. Yeah, D. Yeah.
Where is D this week?
I don't know. She's in the email. You know. She's on the email that I sent out. But
Yeah, D must have had something to do. It's unlike, and your boy didn't show up tonight either.
which one?
James.
Brick Jones was he came into the chat when I first started before you came on, Mike.
Yeah,
So
I
he was
gotta
only
call.
in the chat.
I gotta call Brick back, man. I talked to
How's he
him.
doing?
He's
He
doing
said he was
all right.
doing much better.
He's doing okay, man. He's doing much better. But I talked to him earlier this week, and again, I didn't have a chance to get back to him. Oh, brickety brick, brickety brick, 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 brick.
It was like
brick.
as soon as I came on, he had said something. Let me see if I can find. But he said he was fine though. He said he was fine. I wasn't sure if he was saying that he was out of the hospital. Yeah, I think I asked, but I wasn't.
He's going to be getting out of there soon. That's what he told me.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
brickety brick, but he's still going to be hanging around in Philly for a while.
Yeah, I guess if the doctors are here, I guess that would be smart.
Yeah.
Stay by the. I'm shocked that he couldn't find doctors in New York though.
Hey,
that could New York isn't New York like that's big. I don't know which is bigger, Philly or New York, but I mean you would think that but it is what it is. I'm just glad he's okay. I'm glad he was able to get help.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of if I remember what he told me correctly, I think it's the kind of care that he needs.
Okay,
it's better for him to stay down here.
Gotcha. Well, maybe he might move down there then if he needs to stay by the doctor.
No, he's got to stay down here for a little while.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into everything.
Yeah. You have to put all his business out. That's cool. Okay, well,
it's better for him to hang around for a little bit.
Yeah, and it could be expensive too. So
yeah, old brickety brick, old brick is going through it.
Yeah,
aren't we all? A good week, blessings of love. You on next week, Jazz?
I've been on every week for like a year now, almost the same Mike. So
first sounds.
Yeah, man, it's time to get on the giddy up here.
Yeah, we probably gonna start shutting it down. I think it's time to start shutting it down. It's 10:45.
Yeah, just don't bring the troublemaker back here next week, man. The man don't know what he's talking about. I'm telling you, man. Look, man, you worse.
He gave us entertainment, man. What are you talking about?
Hey, football season is over, so y'all gonna see me more now,
bro. You worse than Miss.
That's what's up, man.
This dude is worse than Miss Cleo.
He's as bad as your Eagles, Mike. He's as bad as your Eagles.
Oh man, please.
For those of you that are in
here, to go there, man.
For those of you that are in here, if you have not checked out First Son's channel, he does have a lot of videos on it, a lot of music on there. So go ahead on, check it out.
Yeah,
he even stole Meticulous software from me because now he's using Meticulous software.
I'll steal that from you.
Don't you know I own that, right? No, I'm not. I am not Jamal Hartwell. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm not Jamal Hartwell. He's the one that owns it. I was looking at the video and I was like, "Oh no, he didn't just. Oh, he's using Meticulous."
Well, I've been had that.
I'm like, I know. Well, everybody look. Everybody
I'm just too lazy to use it.
I just hope, hey, Jazz. I just hope his and I'm sure his channel is better than his musical opinion.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. The man that
trash and garbage. As he likes
my
to say.
point though.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
That Stevie Wonder stuff was garbage, man. In the 1880s, I already proved my point.
What's the 1880s? What's that? The 1880s.
The only thing that you prove is that you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, give me.
Talking junk.
Y'all name a song that nobody listened to, man. Y'all name.
Good night.
Oh, yo, he really did leave. I did not do that either. I did not do that. So he was like, "Good night," but I think he was saying goodbye anyway. I think he had to go over.
That's all good.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get on the giddy up too, man. I'm hungrier than a hostage. I gotta go down here and see if I can find something to eat, man.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Mess around with y'all.
But just again, here's First Son's motif page. So if y'all type in First Son's motif, there it is right there. Type that in. As you can see, he has 632 subscribers, and he has how many videos? Let's see. It doesn't say how many, but as you can see, he has a lot of videos. So there you go. He has a lot of content, as you can see. So go check him out. And he's probably going to take over. He's going to become the new piano tutorial man, I think, soon.
Yeah,
so, y'all go ahead.
He doesn't give opinions, man. He be all right.
So yeah, he got plenty of videos on here. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. All right.
Yeah, Navy beat Army today. 31.
Oh yeah. I meant to brag about that too.
Yeah, Navy beat Army. That's right.
I gotta go. I gotta hear it from Bragg before it gets.
That's the only thing that you and me can agree on.
Yeah, I'm glad it happened, man, because they've been kicking our tail the last few.
Yeah, Army been getting up in us, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's time to get back to old ways. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
All
right,
right,
man. I'm
man.
out, man.
All
All
right,
right.
man. All
I'll
right.
talk to y'all later.
Have a good one. Had a good time. Thanks.
All right,
All right,
y'all.
man.
I did too. All
All right,
right.
peace.
Peace. All right, YouTube. So all of you that are still in the chat, thank you so much for spending your time with us. And we definitely went about an hour or so longer than I thought we was going to go, but we had a good time. I enjoyed it. So hopefully I will catch all of you back next week. I try to start at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. So hopefully I'll catch y'all then. And jammed it. No. Oh, okay. And I'll catch y'all next week. Okay. Peace.